started with Bethesda.
Yeah. Wait, wouldn't it be the championship?
Yeah, championship was
Well,
real.
technically, yeah, it was in the morning. All right, well, you guys watched the championship. What happened?
Starting right now?
Yeah, I've been recording for the last 15 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Well, generically, what it is, it's like mini games of like what was it, like 2 minutes, a minute.
There were multiplayer games that they had for the main rounds, and then the elimination rounds for the people that lost out. Like the losers bracket was called the underground bracket, which is pretty nice.
That sounds cool.
And then they had the it was 4 players and two out were like the last place.
Yeah.
They'd pick like a classic game, and it was an elimination. So round 1 underground elimination was Legend of Zelda from the NES, and it was the start of the game up until the first Triforce piece, and the first 2 stayed in. It was pretty insane.
Yeah. It got pretty competitive. There was also Mario Kart in there.
Oh yeah, so the first round overall was Splatoon, and then it went into the elimination, and then after that was Mario Kart, I believe. Mm-hmm. After Mario Kart, speaking of which, Mario Kart was stressing me out.
Yeah, because they were playing on the what was that level called?
Baby Park. Well, it wasn't that. It was just that they weren't drifting a lot of times.
Well, because it's 200cc.
It doesn't matter, dude. You still drift.
Well, I mean, if you're not practicing the game, you can get on. Like I've never played 200cc. I've never played it, so
it just made me upset. Those are basic skills that it doesn't matter what speed you're running at.
Some guy was like really good at it.
Yeah,
it was the guy who was playing as Yoshi. I don't know his name, but like he was playing in the F-Zero map, the last one that came out.
Big Blue. Something like that.
Yeah, and like obviously he's going 200cc, and he jumps over this ledge. He's not even like he jumps off the ramp and lands on the other section. Like
I didn't know you could do that.
It was nuts. I was like, holy crap!
You could do that on one of the Rainbow Roads,
like because it was 200cc.
Where it's like falling over, and you can see like the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, I did that.
You could just fall off and fall into the next section.
No, but it was stressing me out too because the fact that like a lot of people sucked playing Mario Kart, and like you said, they didn't use their drifting. They didn't. Yeah, they lacked some skills off of it.
Were they prepared? Like, did they know what games they were going to be playing?
They didn't know what they were going to be playing, but it's like, I don't know.
You expect
if I was going to be going, if I knew I was going to Nintendo Championships, I would definitely be playing the 5 most recent like
Smash,
multiplayer
Kart,
games.
Splatoon,
Mario
Party.
You definitely notice though, like each player has their own strengths of Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Like the guy who won the Zelda one to find the Triforce first, he did it like nothing. He didn't even die. He just like went straight through it.
Yeah,
he slapped the dragon like a million times, and boom, he won. He went inside the room, got the Triforce. It was like holy crap.
Yeah, the other dudes, they were still like the first 3 rooms of the dungeon.
Yep.
It's like a Nintendo fan replaying the first level of Super Mario Brothers, where you can almost just do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I feel like that guy who did it first, like,
you can tell
his nostalgic mindset. Like I already
he's replayed it a couple times.
And that's why I was getting
more like 20
out.
times.
So like it was the second round elimination was Super Metroid, which I got fucking boner for. As soon as because the way they did the announcement of the game, it was like black screen and then you just hear music and it was just that bass line. I was like, yes,
yeah, it's
Super
like
Metroid,
like round 3 elimination, and then like big explosion, and then it's black. And then you have to wait for like the music or some sound effect, and then boom, the title. Like, oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, I was so stoked. And for that one, it was the opposite of Legend of Zelda. Instead of starting the game, it's the last boss fight up until escaping the exploding planet.
Yeah. Like so, you gotta defeat Mother Brain in her 2 forms.
Yeah.
Her actual brain, and then like she transfers into like some T-Rex looking creature.
I felt bad for the guy who clearly has never played Metroid.
Nope.
Because he was trying to shoot all of his different beams at the glass and. If you play Metroid, you know that you have to use your missiles, and if you use super missiles, it goes much faster. So the one dude who's like, the dude who won, he's just like boom, 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 and just fired a couple super missiles, and the glass shattered, boom, 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 boom.
Exactly. What was the first one?
I still would have beat him though.
The very first game that I played, I forgot how many rounds they went though. It was Splatoon. That game was so competitive.
Oh, how annoying was that kid?
Oh my god, yeah.
So they had this in
what
the
kid were you talking about?
It's like Mini Wheat or something like that.
Oh, you didn't
get into it. Yeah, I wasn't here yet.
Did you say he was acting like a YouTuber? He was trying to.
Yeah, like
he was commenting like, yeah, so like you gotta like paint the floor, and his dad was like, yeah, you're right. Like you have to do this in order to win the game.
You could tell too.
Some like cheesy stuff like that, and like they had to do that for the kid, I guess. And I'm just like, shut the hell up, because I'm like, you're just here because your dad's here. Because I think his name is like DJ Wheat.
Yeah.
And so like he's Mini Wheat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So So he was there, like, I think he only appeared once just for Splatoon, and then he was
Thankfully.
gone, and like they switched with different.
But DJ Week came back.
Yeah, DJ Week came
But he
back.
didn't barely talk.
Yeah, but that's okay, because I didn't really care what they commented anyway. They were just like saying
Just
baloney.
fucking play the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But I was surprised that Smash Brothers was not last.
Yeah, I was really hoping for Smash Brothers.
What was
to be
last?
No, second on last was Mario Maker.
But that
Oh,
was good
that's
too,
right.
because it's promotion for the game. So I
That
liked
and it was like a completely like brand new custom level.
Dude,
How'd that
it was
work?
insane.
It was great, dude.
Somebody
I
made
cannot wait
a
to get
level
it.
and it was just like bananas, and it was like the first person to make it wins the whole championship.
There's four different levels. So there's 2 people left in the competition, and one person has to have headphones and blindfolded and can't see the map, can't hear anything or whatever. So the guys has to like go through it because it's just that crazy. And so the first map frustrated me because like the first guy who played, because you know how like after you get to like the bottom level, there's like these ramps that like scoot you up and up and up, and then you have to like bounce on each like turtle and then get into the like really tall tube, and he just didn't get it. That pissed me off because it's like it's obvious you have to like go that way and just like with the
Go with the flow.
Those levels
Yeah.
were those kind of games where you have to hit everything perfectly, otherwise you lose.
Yep. And so like the first he failed, so he got as far as he could, and then that's how they measure like
That's how they score that round.
that's how they score that round. And if you finish it, then
Lengthwise.
cool. Whoever finishes the fastest, if they both finish, that's who they see
Okay.
best. Something about like a 15-second head start about the 4th map, because the 4th map they have to do together at the same time, simultaneously.
Yeah,
Sounds confusing. Would you guys say it's worth watching again?
yeah.
Like
Well,
if
what do
I
you
or
mean?
not again, but
It
like
was
if
fun.
I haven't
It
seen
was
it,
definitely
so-
entertaining. Like I would probably watch the Splatoon on mute. Other than that, it was a blast.
I would
watching it.
say
Cool.
watch the Splatoon and get straight to the Mario Maker.
Just
Was
don't,
Like if you're trying to like dumb it down, I'd say watch Splatoon and then Mario Maker.
The second-
just watch the Mario Maker and Splatoon.
Yeah,
Honestly,
okay.
those were like the most intense ones because Zelda, that was cool. Super Metroid was cool. All those other ones, but like the best ones to me personally was Splatoon and Mario Maker. Only because Mario Maker was just like
So
It was
it's
all
impressive.
new.
It was impressive.
and like because these I think I don't know if they worked for Nintendo or
I think
like
they did. I think they did.
and like they made like these really complicated maps
Yep.
specifically for the tournament, so it was really tricky. It was
Mario
cool
Kart would also be kind of okay to look at.
if
but
you're not frustrated
Smash
like
Bros.
Noel.
How was Smash? Was it like
Smash
was it any
Bros.
good or
No,
any
no,
competitive?
one of them. I
at
can't
all,
remember.
like
One of them
you?
was really good.
The guy who played Shoal was really good.
Yeah.
I forgot his name.
But was it
remember.
like anything crazy? Like
No.
No, nothing
It's not
like
like Evo.
Oh,
yeah, it was just really
But
good Smash.
one thing to mention, D1.
It was like if we're playing with something normal, casual like that. That's what it felt like watching.
Okay, but it wasn't
Like a super
High
intense, like
stakes.
professional.
Yeah,
No,
no.
yeah.
okay.
the D1, the commentator. Well, he used to be a commentator for Smash fights, like at Evo or something like that. He was there. He was a
That
special
was pretty
guest.
cool.
Oh, that's right.
And that was pretty cool that they brought him in.
You're all
'Cause-
excited about
yeah,
it.
I guess because
Last
Last
year you
tournament-
couldn't go, right?
no. Yeah, he did go, but he recently retired from commentating because of some like heart issues.
Yeah,
like that.
that's kind of.
Oh.
And Apex was his last tournament, and then there was another one. I can't remember which the last one was, but he was there because I guess it was like near his home, so he just kind of drove there.
Oh.
So it was kind of like, oh, you didn't retire, but you did retire.
Well, I mean,
So-
You didn't.
Yeah, like Nintendo brought him in, so I thought that was a cool like,
awesome.
gesture.
Yeah,
like, well, we'll give you some money though. Okay, I'll go.
Nate.
Like it was nice.
What was okay? So there was the championship, and then what was Treehouse after that?
Oh,
That's after the digital
that's,
one.
Yeah.
that's something
Okay,
else.
then we'll get to that.
We'll
Then.
get to that later.
But you can totally skip the balloon fight. Honestly, that was like really
The
boring.
balloon fight was so boring.
The balloon fight, yeah, that section was boring, but that game is so good.
Because like okay, when they
Yeah.
announced it, I think it was like one of the eliminations. I think it was the 4th one or 3rd one, whatever.
Yeah, it was after Super Metroid.
Yeah. So
I was working and I came back and I
Third.
heard the music. Like, oh, balloon fight! Dude, I grew up with that game.
I
That
had
game
no
my
idea what
jam.
that was. So like after the explosion, it's black, and you hear the sound effects. I'm like, what the fuck's that? And then like balloon fight, I'm like, oh, all right. I've never played that game, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I know.
It was pretty complicated. So like, are you a monkey with balloons, just like traveling through
Yo,
stars?
you're a
Person.
boy,
I will
yeah.
show you
Oh,
right
person,
now.
okay.
Have you seen fucking Villager when he presses up B?
Yeah,
That's
That's
it.
balloon fight.
That's balloon fight.
Oh,
There's little balloons where he's like waddling around.
neat.
Yeah,
but it's not as good as you think it looks. I mean, it would look better now,
It's
but like,
pixelated.
yeah, it's like
Oh.
it's like 8-bit
Yeah.
type stuff.
Yeah, I've never.
See, there it
Yeah,
is.
balloon
And they did balloon trip.
Yep.
Because there was a distance.
There's a distance, and you get measured by how much.
And there's stars that you have to
Yeah,
dodge.
For those of us not in the room, Noel's playing on his 3DS balloon trip.
Yes, he is.
I lost already because I've got A and B
Because
reversed.
he needs to get.
And then every time you die, it doesn't matter. You just keep going. You have to keep absorbing points as you go. And then by the end of the 2 minutes, I think, after like 4 rounds, they add up your points, and then whoever wins, they continue. Everyone else loses.
Needless to say, it was really boring.
Yeah, this is not an entertaining game to watch.
No, I'm getting pretty bored watching right now.
This is like a fucking phone game right
This
now.
is not a competition you watch.
The worst part was like
it's my childhood we're talking about.
Since like there's like multiple people
It's
playing,
like
they have like different screens like on the same screen. Like the like 4 players playing.
It's pretty
So you,
much
like,
just a
constantly-
long jump is what this was.
Yep.
Oh, I'm already
Just
bored.
don't touch. Yeah, see. Okay. But anyways, the last map of Mario Maker was crazy. So okay, the order for the 4 maps was like from the original Mario, and then it slowly increased to like the newest version. And the newest one, I forget his name. I think it was like John Numbers versus Cosmos or something like that. Cosmos sucked. I'm sorry. Like he did terrible. Like John Numbers, since he did the best, he got 15 seconds head start. So he started, and you have to like the first part. Like there's like a mushroom that comes down, and you absorb it, and you have to like go like jump diagonally, but also avoid razors. And so he just does it super fast, and then it's Cosmos' turn, and he goes in, and he can't even do that jump.
Dude.
Like it frustrated me. Like John Numbers was already like more than halfway, and he was still there.
That sucks.
I kind of want to watch this because I didn't see that.
No?
I didn't see the finals.
That was
Oh,
intense.
dude, the Mario one was the best one.
That was the best one. Yeah, for sure. I was surprised because I was like, "Holy shit, this game's amazing!"
I
Imagine
saw like the tail end of it, like when they did a recap of like how he finished.
No, we gotta watch it probably later after this.
After the recording, yeah.
And John Numbers did it smoothly too, dude.
Like you could tell he had played it like recently.
Or
he's savvy to how the
Mario
physics
works.
of Mario work.
Yeah, very well. You can obviously tell. He messed up a few times, but he never died.
It makes sense. Like if you know you're gonna be in World Championships, like you definitely want to play your multiplayer games, the Smash, the Mario Kart, that
And
stuff.
but
But
Mario.
but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You
Mario's
want to play
a
your staples. You got to play the original Mario. Got to play the original Zelda, and then
Metroid
would have thrown me off. I wouldn't have guessed to play Super Metroid specifically. Or that part.
Just play the last 10 minutes.
play a little bit of all of the major
Like Star
Mario
Fox
titles.
4.
Like I probably would have picked Mario 3D World just because it was recent.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have thought to, well, maybe knowing that Mario Maker was going to be in it, so Super Mario Bros. U's like style.
Yeah.
So I'd probably play through Mario U.
But yeah, it was really interesting. Like it made you want to play Mario Brothers.
I'm really excited for Super Mario Maker.
Another thing worth mentioning though, like before the Super Smash Brothers fight, it was Reggie versus what's his name?
I don't know, but
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Hungry
Hungrybox,
Box.
yeah, H-Box.
He's one of the best Smash players in the world.
Good for him.
So the reason why that happened is because last year in the Super Smash Bros. Tournament, Reggie like confronted Hungrybox and said like, "I'm gonna kick your ass." Like he literally said, "Kick your ass," and I was like, "What?" And so like so now this year they brought him and they competed, and obviously Reggie lost fucking terribly. He used Ryu and then Hungrybox used Jigglypuff, which is like his best character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he just whooped them. Like it was so sad. And then Reggie like burned him. Like he said,
yeah,
like really bad. He's like
for running a multi-million-dollar company, you're really bad at Smash. He's like, yeah, I'm busy running a multi-million-dollar company. You're here playing Smash Brothers.
He's like, he's like, yeah, exactly. He's like, I spend 16 hours a day running a business, and you 16 hours a day playing Smash Brothers.
And he's just like, oh.
You know what's funny part though? Before it started, like what made me laugh was like Reggie's like, if you lose, there's a job in it for you. And then Hungrybox was like, no, I'm an engineer. And I'm like, are you stupid? You could work for Nintendo.
Yeah.
But I'm like, obviously, the thing was like a joke or something.
I mean, he's not my favorite or anything, but he worked hard for he went to school for his like education and shit.
No, yeah.
He's one of those like fighters that like everybody else is like professional gaming or whatever.
That's all they focus on.
Yeah, that's all they focus on, and he actually went to school and shit.
Oh, okay.
Like he's one of the only ones who actually did that. So I guess
when a person says they're an engineer, I assume they're like really smart. So I'm like, oof.
So he was like really he's really arrogant, or I guess proud.
I hated his arrogance. I was immediately turned off to that whole section of the
fight,
the championship.
I
hated how he was talking to Reggie.
Oh.
He sounded like a dick, but at the same time he was kind of just fucking around.
I thought it was acted or like
disrespecting Reggie.
No. Well, it's because you don't know him.
You're right, I don't.
But
And
That's why. Well, no, I mean, I don't know him personally, but I know the way he is.
all I know is if I got to meet the president of Nintendo, I would show him a lot more respect. Doesn't matter how good I am at Smash Brothers.
That's like,
or what kind of character you're playing.
that's like generic Smash talk. Like, he was talking to him in generic Smash talk. Yeah, that's exactly how it
He was
is.
talking to him like a YouTuber, and that pissed me off.
No, that's not what it was.
I don't like YouTube culture.
No, he was talking to him like a Smash, because he challenged them. You know, he was like, he Smash talked him.
I think it
into a
started with
challenge.
Hungrybox calling Reggie out because it was last year when Reggie was playing Smash as a demonstration to show off the game. I think it was when he was fighting in Sakurai or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And he was doing really bad, and Hungrybox was like, "You're really terrible at this game," or something like that.
He
And
called him a
Reggie,
terrible-
it was like on Twitter.
He told him he was a terrible Smash fighter.
Yeah.
Like, you're
So
really
he's like,
bad
"Alright,
for
fine,
being
I'll
a
fight
Smash
you."
fighter.
And he knew he was gonna lose, but
Yeah.
Reggie was being a good
Fight me in
sport.
real life, faggot.
Fight me. Reggie used millions of dollars. Reggie wins.
I don't know. I think no, you're just like overlooking it. I mean, he did sound kind of like a dick, but you're overlooking it.
I don't think so. I think that he sounded like a douche, and whether he was playing it off or using traditional Smash talk.
Well,
like,
I mean, it's
that's-
just like
that doesn't matter.
he's
You're
also
to
talking
the-
shit to you. Like, you're not gonna just take it.
Reggie was only talking shit to him because he called him out. Like, it wouldn't have happened if the dude wasn't being a dick to Reggie.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still, like, if you're talking shit about somebody, you're gonna talk shit back. Like, you're not gonna take it
Are you talking about from Reggie's perspective, or
from both.
because
like-
Noel just said Reggie wouldn't have done anything if
it wasn't for Hungry
Well,
Box.
yeah.
If
started.
it wasn't
Well,
for Hungry
no.
Box being a dick to begin with, he's like, you
Well,
suck
then
at Smash.
I mean, take the heat. If you're fighting each other, then take the heat.
they weren't fighting each other.
They-
though.
They were arguing with each other.
No, they weren't.
You're
Once in one
thinking
thing-
past stage one. Stage one is Hungry Box calling out Reggie for being shitty at Smash. And then you're thinking in
Well,
this space
Reggie
here where
talked
Reggie
shit
is
about
fighting.
him for being bad at Smash in the beginning.
What?
When he was fighting Sakurai a year ago, he told him he was shitty for being a professional Smash fighter.
No. I don't know
He
what
went to a random professional fighter and said he was shitty.
I highly
No,
doubt
he-
Reggie called out Hungry Box.
He said that you were a pretty bad Smash fighter for a professional Smash fighter.
Was it this before or after?
Before.
I don't believe it. Anyway,
It was before.
Moving
back
on.
to E3.
Yeah, okay. What was it? Okay, so at the end, John numbers 1, yay!
Yay.
And
Tournament.
and
Yeah,
I honestly
signed
thought he was
3
gonna get
years.
like a better reward. Obviously, there's a trophy involved,
Yeah.
and Miyamoto came out and like, oh, cool, yay!
Yeah, maybe
And
not.
he gave him the trophy and he handed him a new 3DS signed by him, which is nice. But I'm like,
No, that's
That's
super
Sakurai.
fucking nice.
that's
Dude.
By Sakurai. That's
no, not Sakurai, but
What,
Miyamoto.
Miyamoto?
Yeah, Miyamoto.
Yeah, Miyamoto. I remember seeing a
yeah.
picture. Miyamoto was holding his arm. I
Yeah.
was like, dude.
yeah.
Okay, maybe it's just because I'm a fucking Nintendo fanboy, but that would make my heart explode. If
At
I got
that
to,
point,
if I got to meet Miyamoto and get a 3DS signed by him, and
No,
okay,
I'm not
Nintendo
saying
will-
I'm not saying it's like it's a bad gift. It's great, especially as like the president of Nintendo from Japan. Like that's awesome. But I was expecting something bigger because it's been like 25 years.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm like, you get a 3DS. It's like, but he most likely already has one. Of course, he's gonna use it as a trophy. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, since 25 years, I was expecting something a little bit bigger.
What you
But-
like, have in mind?
Like an actual trophy?
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe
you
like
got a
I don't know what
trophy
they
and
gave
then
him.
like
I mean,
That's what I was
I don't
thinking,
remember
too.
what they gave him in '95. So
they gave him the
no,
glove.
that's just how I felt like at that moment.
Yeah, see, and I can imagine then that was a probably a shitty gift.
You mean like a
Cool.
grand prize, like money?
Something like that. That'd be
I
cool.
think
like-
But it's not Nintendo style.
No,
though.
it's
it's not.
not.
No. But that's what
I
I,
get
was
what
thinking.
you're saying.
I was thinking that like at that moment, like all you get is a 3DS signed by him. I'm like, that's great, but I'm like, I mean, obviously now I'm just
No free games or anything?
yeah. I was thinking that like
It comes
maybe
with every Nintendo game ever.
yeah, like a collection of something that would
It's
be
like the
pretty
Super
big.
Ambassador program.
Maybe
It
like
comes
the
with
last
all-
5?
it
Like the
comes
ones that
with-
were involved in the
It comes with
championship?
Yeah,
all
probably.
of all of the games that Miyamoto had a direct hand in.
We're
I
gonna
would've
announce a
been okay.
Nintendo TV.
Like, as a gift, I would say maybe like the games that were involved in the championship.
Yeah,
At least
That's
like a
reasonable.
download code.
That'd be cool.
At least.
Like Mario Maker, Splatoon.
Yeah, or yeah.
Yeah.
Or like
Or
maybe
freaking Wii U,
maybe
specially
a-
designed for Nintendo championships. I
Dude,
don't know.
Or
Actually,
or
getting a Wii U would be
a
pretty
signed
cool.
Wii U would be nice. Not the thing, but the
I would,
system.
yeah, I would have liked this signed Wii
I
U.
can just
if I
imagine him
won.
putting in a glass box his 3DS. Like, oh, he touched this.
I totally would.
I would.
You just see his fingerprints on it, like
Dude,
from
I'm
Miyamoto's.
fucking saving my Link Between Worlds 3DS just because it's in pristine
Yeah.
condition.
It's
I
pretty.
got 2.
Yeah, so
It's great.
But speaking
They're
of which,
both in their boxes.
concluding with the Nintendo Championship, which was great to watch, but if you watch it on YouTube, it's like 4 hours and a half long.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane.
Yeah, no, fuck
But
that.
there was a Vine that my girlfriend showed me, where like Miyamoto was shaking people's hands up on front stage, and there's this guy who was like videotaping himself, and Miyamoto standing in the back, like you see him shaking hands.
He put
Miyamoto
his
sees his
hand there?
hand, and he shakes his hand, and like the guy's like, like he feels his hand, he's like, oh my god, and he looks like he's almost gonna faint, like, oh my god, it's Miyamoto. But anyways, that was funny.
Yeah.
It was good. I wish I was there. I wish I would like found
So
tickets to
what
go there.
happened the day after the championship?
No, it was
Wait,
not the day. It was like
same day.
Same day of.
same day.
Same
Was
day.
it the same
It was
day?
later that
It was,
day.
yeah, it was like an
No,
hour and a
it
half.
was
It
the
was as soon as I
4
got off work.
hours
I
late
there.
was home.
Yep.
That's right.
3 hours late now.
Bethesda's very first E3 conference.
Okay, let's not blow our load about Fallout yet.
Oh yeah, no, just build up to it. Build up to it. That was the build up.
You're still pumping, okay?
Okay, before we get any further, I've watched just the Fallout reveal like 4 or 5 times since it's happened.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've seen it quite a few times.
I've played the Fallout 4 theme music while I take a shower a couple times.
Oh my god,
That's a little
Mark.
extreme.
No, fuck you guys.
That's
No,
getting-
that's a little extreme.
No, I'm super
And this is
hyped.
coming from me.
No, and Fallout Shelter is the greatest.
Oh yeah. Okay, well, okay. Before we get there,
Do you want
man-
to see my vault?
No,
No.
I want to
Fucking
see it, but
mad.
not right now. Okay, so what happened? Everyone's okay.
Oh,
Yeah, you guys want to move on or
Doom.
No,
Was
no,
that- yeah, Doom.
What was it?
Doom.
No, yeah.
It opened with Doom, and I was like, okay, so for me, I could not give a fuck less about Doom to begin with, but when I started seeing the gameplay, I was like, yeah, I want this game.
Dude, that
It was
because
so legit.
they announced it like last year, right? When Wolfenstein came out, like, oh,
Yeah.
you get the beta, but
Get your
obviously,
beta.
but that didn't work out. But I was like, okay, they're working on a Doom game. Like, that's good to know. And then I jumped in kind of late into the game, or into the stream, and I was like right in the middle of Doom. I was like looking at the gameplay. I'm like, okay, the first-person shooter, but that is a Doom. I was like, this is not Wolfenstein. They're done with their last DLC. I'm like, this has to be Doom. And then yet it was when they showed the monsters and everything. That was great. I jumped in when he like, okay, because when you kill an enemy, there's like these spots that you can get up to them and like, I guess you can handle them, and then like there's a certain type of like physical ending move you could do to them. And there's one where like if they're laying down or you push them down, you grab their leg and force it into their forehead. Like
Yeah.
it's extreme. It was like,
Well,
oh my god.
I think what
Mortal
happened with that
Kombat
one,
style.
Yeah.
so like,
First person.
what it looked like is when you damage them enough, it highlights their whole body,
Mhm.
and then depending on where you aim, you can actually choose what execution you want to do.
Whatever.
So he aimed at his legs, and he broke his leg off and stabbed him in the forehead with it.
That's
Wait,
fucking
wait.
rad.
Yeah.
So I mean, it didn't have to be his forehead. It could have been like,
No, no.
Well,
no.
but the execution is he aimed at his legs
Yeah.
specifically. So he pulls off his leg and stabs him in the head.
Mhm.
It's the head was automatic, like that's a part of
Okay.
the animation. But he had another one where he'll fucking God, I don't even know. Like,
Oh my god.
I only saw it that one time, so I just can't remember. That one stuck out in my mind.
Yeah.
Because-
that
because-
one, that one made me
Oh,
laugh.
shit.
Because you can hear the audience like, oh.
yeah.
That was-
Audience reactions are the best.
Yeah, because you're like, okay, they're feeling the same thing I am right now.
And when he gets the chainsaw out of that body,
Oh my god. And,
Because it just,
and then when everyone starts screaming again, like, yeah, and then you just.
just
Yeah. Cuts him right in half, just like something out of a freaking awesome horror thriller film. Like, it's great.
Like what?
Out of,
Jason's fucking, or no, Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah.
That's what his.
something out of that, yeah.
That's what his fucking special would be.
You know what? That'd be
Hacky.
funny if he was in like a.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat could do that. It'd be hilarious.
Just fucking hacked into his body.
just put
the
just
next
put
Mortal
Chainsaw
Kombat
Massacre.
is just gonna be the horror movie.
Horror movies.
Honestly, that'd be great.
You know, there's an indie game
Then we
that's
can
like
play
that.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, there is.
Yeah,
Is there?
yeah. There's an indie game where it's like
Oh,
Scream.
yeah, yeah. And Chucky, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Former YouTuber. Or former. Fucking
Former.
still. And
Yeah,
he went to
you
E3.
play that shit. It's just sick.
Mm-hmm. But anyways, so there was Doom,
And
and
they
the
showed-
hype existed, and then right after that, I believe it was
Dishonored.
Dishonored 2, right? They announced
Dishonored
Which
that.
2
looks
trailer.
cool.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished one.
I
so
still haven't started one.
One is
But
alright.
2 looks, just from that trailer, looks cool.
It's
One
pretty-
looked cool, but this one looks cool.
One is definitely
I
worth
don't
to
know.
play.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I've heard it is, but
Yeah.
I just haven't gotten around to it.
And
But hey, now you can play it on your PS4 because they're coming out with the remaster.
What?
The definitive edition.
Oh,
This is not
man.
an ad.
I can.
We're not getting paid,
Everything
unfortunately.
is getting to like. I was kind of for remasters a little bit. I'm getting kind of tired of them.
Well, now you don't need them because.
Not just that. No, I mean,
No.
we'll get to that.
Wait, we'll get to
But
that.
like,
Eh.
I am
Get outta here.
I am still excited for the Uncharted remaster because I do want that.
Yeah.
Just the Last of Us remaster was solid because it looks amazing, and then I want the Uncharted remaster because it looks amazing. But if you're gonna do a remaster of like a series, do all of them.
Don't just do 3.
Like God of War
Oh.
3 or Gears of War 1.
Wait, don't get there. I know, that annoyed me too.
We'll talk about that
Yeah.
too.
Okay.
But
But anyways, they announced a definitive edition,
For
and
Dishonored.
then they had a brand new trailer for Dishonored. And this time you're a female protagonist.
Yeah, well, it's the character you're trying to rescue in the first one.
Oh, well, I wouldn't know.
Spoiler.
No, well, I don't.
It doesn't
Yeah,
reveal
I don't think
anything.
it really
Anyway, she's hot.
Good.
She's so hot and she kicks ass.
The good trailer, I mean, the audience wasn't as pumped because they're like, okay, a second one. Cool.
Yeah, I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah,
Dishonored,
yeah.
I'm on board.
It was something that you're looking forward to.
Like, I mean, the first one wasn't
that
bad.
you expected.
Second one, should,
You weren't asking, but you're glad you got it.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the announcer,
We talked about ESO a little bit. They showed a little bit of
They
the
did.
content that's
And
coming
then there was
I called that.
Legends.
I called
Yeah.
that. Remember
the card game.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But way back when we first started recording podcasts, I was like, I bet you for this conference, obviously gonna be Fallout. I was like, I didn't talk about Dishonored because I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
But I was like, they're probably gonna talk about ESO because it's gonna be the week after it launches. And I was like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, I fucking called it.
You were spot on.
mm-hmm.
But then, I'm still not fully understanding what Elder Scrolls Legends is.
Oh, it's a card game
like Hearthstone or Magic the Gathering.
Oh,
on your iPad.
okay.
Yeah.
No.
I didn't care for it because I don't have an iPad.
Yeah.
And like,
It's pretty sad that. God. Okay. What? I'll talk about it.
Go
when we
ahead.
get to it.
Oh,
I'll
later?
talk
Okay.
Fallout, but
Oh, okay. And then like the announcer, we're getting there. He was like, "All right, guys, I guess we're done with this." And then like people were like, "Wait,
what?
what?
He's like,
You're not
wait,
done?"
we did Doom, we did Dishonored. Was there another game I missed?
And then everyone was like, "Fallout."
Fallout. I did mention something about Fallout.
I was like, "Oh, that's right. We got to get through that first." And that was like the best part.
And that's exactly when I started watching.
Oh, really?
Right when people started saying Fallout, and he was like, "We did mention that." That's the first thing I heard.
Oh, wow.
I was like, right on time.
Damn.
you fuck, dude.
Dude, that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's good timing.
Okay, let's talk about Fallout 4.
Let's talk
So
about
Fallout 4 was... We were expecting it.
yeah,
It was that, but we just didn't know what was in it. And I wasn't ready for any of the content.
Nobody was ready for any of it.
No
First
way.
thing that I thought was neat was how you in the trailer they revealed like a week or two ago.
Was it leaked or revealed? Like, did they officially...
It was
I don't
It was
remember.
revealed.
It was a reveal?
It was
Okay.
I thought it was leaked, and then they were like, "Yeah,
Maybe.
they revealed it."
Is that the trailer that Guillermo del Toro did?
No.
His company?
No, this is a good... That's the actual trailer, yeah.
His company did something. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
They did
Anyways, so the trailer shows the flashes of before the bombings, after the bombing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are like, it's too colorful. It's blah blah blah.
Yeah, what the
people were just
fuck,
hating on it
man?
for no reason. Like,
Yeah.
fuck off. It's been way too long since we got Fallout. Shut the fuck up. Just let us have it.
Seriously.
God,
And
like,
also, why is that a problem?
it's because fucking haters want to hate, man.
That's fucking ridiculous. People complained because Fallout New Vegas and 3 were both basically had a filter over the whole
Yeah.
game.
And now we have like
one was
actual...
green and one was brown.
Yeah.
And now we have-
we have color and people are
It
bitching.
looks so
But
fucking
people are
nice,
fucking
dude.
dumb. It's the YouTube culture. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
Probably.
Yeah,
It
it
fucking
is.
ruined like gaming.
Yeah, not only like, oh, it's too colorful, but people were complaining. The first trailer, they're like, oh, the graphics suck.
Oh my god, yeah.
Did you guys hear any of
Yeah,
see any
I
of that?
saw
Yeah,
comments about it. Like,
I saw that it
fucking
was just
garbage.
like the color. That's all I saw.
But
I
I saw
It's like,
people-
shut the fuck up.
But
Yeah.
I saw people were like, oh, it's okay if the graphics are like that because it brings back like memories from playing Fallout 3 for the first time when like the graphics were
Yeah.
kind of.
And also for like actual gameplay, like that's gameplay footage.
was
That's why the
gameplay.
graphics suck because it's not a cinematic
It
trailer.
looks just as good as it looks better than Skyrim, of course. But
Obviously.
you could tell it's like
in that vicinity.
Oblivion to Skyrim,
Oh,
from Fallout to Fallout 4.
4.
Like it's that same. Like
it's the same
when I
jump.
played Skyrim, when I started Skyrim, I was like, I can't wait for the next Fallout. That was the first thing I said when I started Skyrim. I was like, I can't wait for the next Fallout.
And this
if
has-
Fallout looks as good as this does, like if the improvement is this significant, yeah,
And
It
they
is.
did.
It's so good.
in spades, man.
Okay, so the way it starts, what's his name?
Todd Howard.
Okay, your favorite?
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
dude, he's the greatest director.
He's like the
He was just so charming, and he presented it perfectly, and it sounds like Ratchet from Ratchet and Clank. Like his voice just kind of sounds like
Yeah, he does have.
I
like
loved
a-
his presentations when he did Skyrim when that came out. I
Yeah.
remember watching all the video documentaries for that.
Todd Howard always great.
It was so good.
He's a good guy.
Okay, so he started off by like introducing the game.
They showed some
Obviously,
concept art.
They showed, yeah.
A lot of
I,
cool concept
That's
I
exactly
was
how they
worried
set
at
it up.
first because I thought it was just gonna be concept art and a new trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was like, oh,
I was a little
I
worried.
was like, oh my god, this is not what I want.
But then you see, okay,
That's why I said like there was a build up. I'm like, I like this build up. Like I
it's-
know it's gonna come to it.
Good,
Guys,
great presentation.
Yeah.
I just realized we never introduced ourselves.
No, that's why I said when we started. I was like,
That's fine. I'm Mock.
You fucking
I'm
know who
Steve,
we are.
yeah.
You know, but okay, fine. We'll do the rounds. I'm Mock.
I'm Stellan.
I'm Noel.
And I'm Steve at Fallout 4.
30 minutes in, here's the names.
It
You
has
just
to happen
patch
at
that
some
in.
point.
Yeah.
It has to happen at some point in the video.
Yeah, that's fine.
It has to.
Okay.
There was one video where we didn't mention that Noel was gone till like an hour in.
Oh, that's right.
Like we mentioned how we were playing Smash together, and I realized we said there was a fourth player, like we were playing with Amiibo, and it wasn't you. That's why it reminded me.
Oh. Okay.
So it's the concept art, and he's talking about how, entertainment is really important in video games. He gives a nice speech about video games.
People are just like cringing. Like,
Yeah, they're like, come on.
Like, yeah.
Yes.
Crack addicts, like,
Fuck, I was getting ready.
I can't remember how it
More
opened.
Fallout.
Does it open with him doing the character creation?
Yeah, it's right away the
Yeah,
character
okay.
creation. Like in the last picture, the last concept art he shows is the before the bombs, as the bomb is going off in the neighborhood, and then it goes to the character creation.
He's like, and here's the thing, we never really told the story about before the bombs went off,
Uh-huh.
and that's where you start the game. I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god,
it's so good.
this peaceful little town, and
Yeah, you get a peaceful your 50s suburbia, your character creation. The character creation's fucking awesome. There's
you
no
can see,
none
like,
of the sliders.
the pieces, like you can highlight a specific part, like you just the jaw, or you get the cheeks.
It's more of a sculpting
And
thing,
then
kind of like Dragon Age
Like a
Inquisition,
sandbox.
a little bit.
but better.
It's funny how they made like they made it so deep so like you can make a black character. And I was like, oh
Yeah, that was the first example. You
Yeah.
can make anybody like a
and
black
you could
guy.
be a woman, and then like his wife just
That
comes
was
up.
really neat.
That was cool the way he said it too, because a lot of the talk like before the E3 was you can't play as a female, and he was like, and you can play as a female.
Of course. No, he said, and of course you can play as a female.
Yeah,
Right.
It's just like,
He's great.
Suddenly throw you in there.
And then but the funny thing is like while he's customizing the character and like it's going fast, right?
He goes past
like
the
the
black.
woman's just staring at the mirror the whole time.
Yeah.
That just
Yeah.
looks kind of awkward. It's just like
and she has little comments when you change your stuff. Like,
Yeah.
All right, my turn. Get out of the way.
Yeah, no, but like he changes beard or no beard, and then you change your nose, and she's like, it's a cute nose.
And you hear the people say like beard.
yeah, like they thought it was a live demo.
Yeah, it was funny though.
Idiots.
Yeah. Later, I didn't know until they started like
Yeah.
forwarding it fast. I'm like, oh, okay.
And then you start play a little bit. You walk through the house, and someone comes to the door.
God, I love that part.
The Vault Tech employee comes
Hi,
to the
welcome,
door.
Thank you for choosing Vault Tech.
Yeah.
Just sign here.
Yeah, sign here and pick your stats.
It's like, all right, cool. Thank you for it. Slam.
Slams the door.
He slams the door in the Vault
The
Tech.
only thing that like they're like you actually have like good perspective. You see both characters now. You don't just
Yeah,
see it like
it's-
you just see the.
It's a kind of a blend of like Mass Effect and traditional Fallout, where you can like in mid conversation you can like change the perspective from third to first. It's really cool.
Well, in Skyrim, you could rotate the camera around while you're doing the conversation.
I always like that. I have a lot of fun with that.
You look at
But this
people's
looks like it has the more cinematic type of conversation, like
Yeah.
Mass Effect.
And let's talk about the fact that your character talks now.
Yeah, I was about to say
Yeah,
that.
that's big.
Damn it!
Fucking, you don't hear the voice.
Damn it! I was about to get there. I'm like they're talking.
So you're an actual character, which is going to limit a little bit of your RPG-ness.
Yeah.
A little, but fuck it.
And then
I don't know. I do like the fact you're going to talk about the names, aren't you?
yeah, I was
I was
literally
going
about to
to
say
name the names.
I was like,
have it.
like they recorded over 1,000 different names for right.
Yeah,
1,000.
yeah, the 1,000 most popular names. Because he picked Howard because that's his
You'll
name.
be good. You'll be good. You'll
No.
be good.
I should be good.
Esteban is somewhat.
You know
common.
how hard it took me to find that fucking Coke bottle with the fucking name on it?
This is Fallout 4. Damn it! They're
Yeah.
technology.
No, I think you'll find.
They're gonna have things like
I think you'll
David
find
and
yours.
fucking...
Michael.
Esteban is fairly.
I'm
common.
so set with Michael.
Fuck you.
Oh.
I'll never get one.
I can bet you that I won't have it. I'm that sure. I'm
We
that
got it.
positive.
Wait,
We'll have it.
oh,
Yeah, you know, probably like Steven. I don't know if Steven might be in there.
Steven will be in there.
Steve will definitely be in there.
Both versions of Steven will be in there.
Maybe.
I'll probably
Do
have
you
to
need
take.
both
sure.
versions?
Mine won't be there.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
There's only one
Do
way
you
to pronounce
wanna
it.
go
Well, I mean,
back?
there's two ways to pronounce it, but there's one way to pronounce
There's
it.
two ways to
You wanna
spell
go
it.
back?
That's
Sure.
Yeah, Steven and
What are we doing?
Stephen. but
Yeah.
Everyone
$5
says it's Steven.
I hate that FPH.
I think let's kick it up. Let's do a digital download for a game.
I'm sorry.
Up to $15.
Is this a bet? I was listening. I was
Yeah,
talking
we're
to
doing a
Steven.
bet.
A bet for what?
If they have their names, I assume.
A digital download
Yeah,
code?
$15.
Wait, what's the bet? Whose name?
My name. That it won't be there.
Oh.
Because you know his won't be there.
Okay, you're not getting Noel.
No, I'm confident.
You probably
that
get
you're
like,
in there.
well, unless you get like
You'll get Noel,
like
like
Noel,
Christmas Noel.
You'll get Noel. That's the closest
you
thing.
might
But
to
get
that's not
Noel.
normal, so it won't count.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine like you forced the computer to say
15?
Noel.
Noel.
What games are around the 15 area?
I'll buy you Cuphead.
Boom.
Probably,
that?
That's it.
Probably 15 or 20. Let's do a Cuphead bet.
Okay, Cuphead.
Dang, shook. That's it. It's sealed.
It's on tape.
It's sort of
Tape.
Damn, people.
So you pick your name, and there's like thousands of names that the game actually knows how to say and like is written into the story, which is fucking cool.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
Yeah.
So then later on, you see him like going into a vault. They see this huge explosion, like blowing up. It's Boston, right?
Yeah, it's Boston. Yeah,
and it blows up. And then you see your characters like barely going down. They just missed the explosion or the radiation blast.
Yeah, and it goes to black.
It goes to black. The guy's like, well, we can't continue on with the more of the story. But long story short, you make it alive, and then we're going to show you now, like, you're coming back alive.
You're the sole survivor of Vault 111.
So weird. 111. I can't wait to figure out, like, how. Like, why are you the only one?
I don't know.
We went out for milk.
Yeah.
Just like a little random thing like that.
Smaller thing, but still cool. Like, he mentioned that the baby, yours and the wife's baby, like, the face is formed based on what you choose for you and the wife.
Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Oh, it's like Grand Theft Auto. Yeah.
Only not stupid.
Right. Better.
Fucking, I hate that.
Well, the first one, yeah, it was dumb.
It's the reverse of Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Because it's good.
That and you're
That was
not
a struggle.
choosing the way a character looks based on the grandparents.
Oh,
yeah.
You're choosing your character.
God,
and
yeah.
That's so difficult, man. It doesn't make any sense.
You can't do anything with it.
But anyway, we still have a lot more
I
to
got
go.
mine. Mine came out alright.
Yeah,
Oh,
I haven't played next gen
Looks
yet.
like me.
Okay.
Mine's alright.
I still haven't played next gen
So
Grand Theft
he
Auto.
exits the vault, and obviously everything's destroyed.
200
Yeah.
years later.
Yeah, 200 years later, which I don't understand
Which
how
is-
that works.
Where does that fall on the Fallout timeline? Is that around the same time as 1 or 3?
I think so. I don't know exactly. I didn't pay close enough attention to
It was
it.
jerking off
I think it's
outside.
around the same time as 1.
Stroking it.
Anyway.
He was full mast.
So he leaves the vault. He goes back to his old neighborhood and finds his robot Cogsworth.
Before I mention that, it's fucking pretty. Like, you're walking in the environment.
For how
So
ruined
gorgeous.
the environment is, it's so pretty.
It's
Oh,
gorgeous.
right, yeah. But it's just like when they walk up to the river and like when there's like this tree and like the water looks amazing.
It's Skyrim
Honestly,
levels
those-
of pretty. It's
Yeah,
that jump.
One thing
from-
you'll definitely appreciate is just like in Skyrim, the movement is actually accurate. It's not fucking skating on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's another thing.
They
The
fixed that
animation.
in Skyrim, and I was like, yes.
Yeah, and then they improved it here.
It's like Batman. I don't know if you guys play Batman. Oh, obviously you guys have.
Dude.
What game, Steven?
There's this like awkward thing.
Wait, Bat who?
Woman. But anyways, there's a part like if you look in the mirror, like, and you zoom in, and then you're looking at yourself, right? If
Yeah.
you turn back the other way, you're looking at the back of your head. Like you're looking at yourself, but like you're looking.
That's almost scary.
Yeah.
Your reflection is looking at the back of your head. Oh, that's fucking scary.
But you see the back of your body, and I'm like, how does this make sense? I was like, I shouldn't be able to do that.
Cute X-Files song in there.
But anyways, that's what I would have mentioned about like the whole walking thing. It's awkward. Okay, and then he sees his like robot servant.
Oh, yeah,
right?
the robot.
His old robot butler Cogsworth.
Sassy.
Yeah, I love the sassy robots in Fallout.
It's like, I'm hungry. Like, oh, that
Let
makes
me
you
fix
200, like 2 centuries late for dinner.
He's like,
He seems
what?
a little crazy too.
Yeah.
Like just slightly crazy.
It's been 200 years
like
without
a
like
total
human
robot.
interaction, maybe.
Yeah.
So he's probably like,
That's fun.
it's like you have been here for 200 years, 200
He has a
years.
reason.
He meets a dog.
Yeah, the demo moves on. He meets the dog,
Mhm.
which wasn't named Dogmeat. But later in the demo, there was a part where it was named Dogmeat. So I'm thinking maybe you can name it, which is cool.
That's cool. You can command it to do things. I don't know if you.
It cannot die.
You can't die, which
they
I'm a
reveal
little disappointed with. I don't like that he can't die.
No, I like that he can't die. Not for like selfish reasons, but the reason that they explained why he can't die is because Todd Howard said, "I know how gamers think. When you give them a companion that they fall in love with, or however long they played with that character, if that character dies, it's an automatic reload from the last save.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna just keep playing." When the character died, they're gonna reload the last save. So he's like, "What's the point?" So I'll just let him stay alive.
But I mean, some people like to have. I like to have that option.
It
Like,
gets you that connection. Like it makes you more attached to the dog because
I get that.
Yeah,
you can lose them.
It's the yeah.
and you just find another
I'm
one.
willing to bet your companion will probably just be out of combat for the remainder of that fight.
Yeah.
Like, there's ways around it. It's just that
Like you'll faint or something.
no, I
He'll go
think
unconscious.
Pokemon.
Well, no, in Fallout 2, a central character is going unconscious. They don't die.
Oh yeah.
Like in the very beginning of Fallout 3, like me and Laura tested this the other day. You shoot your dad with the BB gun enough times, he doesn't die. He just like goes unconscious.
Oh, really?
Game over.
Yeah.
Oh.
Brutal.
Yeah.
I'm testing
Yeah,
something.
no, it takes like 60 BB like pellets.
What are you doing, son?
It's not bad.
So now,
Why would you do that to Liam Neeson? He's so nice.
Anyways, okay.
So the dog, you can command the dog, which is something you could kind of do.
Mhm.
Kind of, but only basic.
It's very
stuff.
basic.
Oh,
Like,
go
like
get me that red.
it's,
Like
it's
follow, wait. You know.
go find armor, ammo, supplies.
so it's basically
But
like
it-
the dogs
But this
from
one
Minecraft.
you can actually point at an object and you can make your dog retrieve it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was in 3. It was you give him a command and he would go do something.
Oh,
it's not
okay.
point at something and he'll do it.
Oh.
Like there's an option that says go find ammo and he'll look for ammo.
Okay. And then immediately right after that, you get your dog. He
You
wants to be your
they
friend.
show combat.
They show a little bit of
The new
combat.
bat system looks fucking nice.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know how new it is. It
Yeah.
still looks.
Well, I mean,
except
no,
for it doesn't stop time; it slows down time.
Also, there was an option
That's
where
true. It does slow down.
like a specific critical hit option, which I'm assuming uses more AP point, like 8
Yeah.
P
Action points.
action
whatever.
points. Yeah.
And it looks like a better handler for like first person shooter too. Or like it handles.
Yes,
It looks like it
it
handles
looks
a lot
like a
better.
legitimate shooter.
Yes.
Look a lot better. Okay, then I think they started showing before they like braked for the app.
Right. That's right.
They
took
started
it.
continuing with a little bit more combat with like I forgot, but I don't want to get too far to the second part because I want to
I
mention
think that's where it cuts off to shelter.
the shelter. Okay, before that though, they showed the armor, right?
They mentioned
That was later.
that you
Okay.
have a layered armor system
Yes.
before they cut to shelter,
That's so good.
which is cool
yeah.
because I like having separate pieces of armor, and that's just more customization
That
for
was
me.
before they even revealed that you can customize the armor.
Yeah, they were just talking about the vault suit that he was wearing and the leather padding that he puts on it,
Mhm.
which is awesome because I like customizing, and that's just another thing for me.
So there's that.
And Fallout Shelter.
I mean, okay, Fallout
I
Shelter.
like how sad
Uh,
you said it.
well, we're sad because
You guys are
about,
sad.
about like 75% of us can't play it right now because we have Android
Oh,
phones.
I can get it.
I could get it too. I have a fucking broken iPod.
Wait, so it's a timed Apple exclusive? Is that what
I
Yeah,
happened?
it is.
so.
Well, usually Apple usually gets most apps before.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so Todd Howard, he's on stage and he takes a break from Fallout 4 and he mentions that they made a mobile game.
Yep.
And
He
said
also
it was-
shits on companion apps.
yeah, and he's just on companion apps with the Pip-Boy edition.
Oh my God! Then they mentioned
Yeah.
that. Jesus.
I think he also kind of shits on mobile games too sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, like licensed mobile games.
Yeah, but but I like what he says about the
Because he was
Pip-Boy thing.
mentioning his like me and my buddy like to
Yeah,
play
we
apps on
liked
their-
playing mobile games in the office, and we thought we'd love to make a game, and so we did.
and the show-
Also, it's
Fallout
available
Shelter.
tonight.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Like, oh yeah, it's just available tonight.
And immediately every iPhone in the world.
Yeah, just download. I did it.
I think it's like still number one in the
Yeah.
like
Oh,
on the
yeah.
list.
Yeah.
It's free.
It
There's no
will be.
paywall timers. You can buy.
Yeah, that was one of the cool things too.
You can buy random loot. You
It's-
don't have to be connected online.
It's
That
not like
too.
it's not like Clash of Clans where you have to wait for a certain amount of time
No
to
timers.
do something.
I mean, you wait for your resources to collect, but that's just there'd be no game if you didn't have to wait.
Yeah, and so I like how like they made that like they just like beat every other app that exists right now
They
that
really
plays just like that,
fucking
like
did.
Sims but better. Like,
yeah,
you
and
know,
they directly referenced other apps.
Yeah.
that it's
Inspired by.
Yes, that's what I was.
because that they play themselves and like we could just add Fallout into it and
Squirt some Fallout
yeah,
into this.
I like how he said like you can buy stuff if you want, but honestly you're not really gonna need it. It's like the way he spoke just kind of said it like that.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, there's no purchases. You can buy random loot if you want to.
It's like,
Yeah,
if
you
want
buy
to.
packs, right?
Yeah,
It's
you
like
buy.
a chest
You
that
get
you-
yeah. You unlock those in the game anyway.
Yeah.
You get random lunchboxes that come with cards
Right,
that have
lunch
loot,
boxes. Yeah.
and you can buy those.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Okay, so when in the app, he's like, you can interact with your people, you can make more, rooms and whatever. And like, there's a really funny part where like there's this couple in love,
Yeah.
and then like they just run to the back, and obviously it's a bedroom, which looks awesome by the way. The depth of that game looks really
I'll
cool.
show you guys after the thing.
Thank you. Please, I want to see it in person. But they go in the back, and obviously they have sex, and then they come running back out together.
Well, one of them comes running back out, and then the wife comes like just walking out slowly, pregnant
Yeah.
with like a turtleneck.
And everyone's just laughing, like watching this, like, oh, ha, that was funny, like right away, which is cool. And you have to interact with them, and then you have to, stop yourselves from what are
The
they
game,
called?
raiders,
raiders.
radroaches,
Mhm.
starting fires break out. The point of the game is basically to see how big of a vault you can create without killing your entire vault.
I heard it's like hard to like maintain them because they're all sad, or how do you fix that?
I mean, their happiness doesn't keep them alive. It's how productive they are.
Okay.
Happiness affects how much resources they make.
Okay.
And what makes them happy is working in the correct room. So if a character with high stats, like a high strength stat, isn't working in the room that requires that stat, he's going to be a little less happy.
Okay.
If they get attacked by radroaches and they lose a lot of life and don't get it back soon, they're going to be unhappy.
And then that unhappiness kills them?
No, that unhappiness affects how many resources they produce. So say 100% happiness, a room full of 100% happy dwellers produces like 20 water.
Okay.
And a room full of unhappy dwellers will produce like 3.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, depending on how sad they are, because it's a percentage.
Okay.
We're at 45 minutes. So
all right, so back to the second part of Fallout.
So before he goes back to the game, he mentions, he announces the Pip-Boy edition.
Right, he does mention that, and everyone freaks out. He said it's an app that will be launched like on that day, right?
Yeah, well, no. Well, yeah, soon.
On the day when the game's released, which got a release date, was November 10th, which is not spoiling anything because we're still going to talk about the game. Right? November 10th, and we got a day.
Yeah.
We got a fucking day, and I'm
November
so
10th.
happy. And they can't push it forward anymore. They can't.
No.
They're going to keep it like
that's going to stay there.
Right.
Because the game's pretty much, they're just polishing it.
Oh, yeah, it looked done.
Yeah. Like
they're polishing. They've kept it under wraps, and it's done.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so there's that. The Pip-Boy edition, which was great.
Yeah, he mentions the app, and how, like, oh, it's a cool little app, like, you know, it runs on the same coding as the one in the game does.
Exactly.
So, you swipe from side to side, you look at stats and stuff, and it'll go perfectly inside a Pip-Boy, which is coming out with the Pip-Boy edition.
Yeah.
Which is coming out later this year.
But the only, like,
which I'm getting.
The only little issue I had with it is that it's fucking enormous.
Well, the fucking Pip-Boy is.
No,
yeah,
it's like this.
It's a big
No,
fucking
it's a fucking. Did you see the prototype picture he had, like with the
huge.
giant like?
Yeah, I had a problem with that. I was like, is it gonna look like that? I mean,
I hope it does.
Because that looked like he had an iPad on his thing.
I'm also concerned because I kind of have fatter arms.
It'll fit.
I was talking with Laura, and she has the exact opposite problem. She's afraid it's just going to be dangling all over her arm.
I should be playing and then whoop, or just hanging.
Yeah, but she can solve that problem. Just put on sleeves.
That's what I told her. Just stuff the inside of the Pip-Boy and fit it.
I'm pretty sure.
Like a sweater or something.
I'm pretty sure it'll be like customizable.
I can't take my skin
enough
off.
for like, as long as you don't have like this big of a fat arm, which is like the size of like a normal male's flaccid penis.
What?
Is that not normal for you guys?
Well, I mean, you could have used something else.
I don't know. I'm running out of options here. But anyways, the Pip-Boy. I guess that was a prototype, right?
Yeah.
So it was enormous.
No, the prototype like picture is like a black and white picture, and it was a giant computer around the guy's arm.
Yeah, it looks funny, but that was great. But anyways, it's not even that expensive, is it? It's like 120.
It's 120 because when I saw it, I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be $200 or more." And then when I was thinking about ordering it, I said, "Oh, 120. That's got to be a placeholder price."
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's how much it is.
Yep. Which isn't bad considering.
That's completely reasonable.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a piece of plastic.
Well, you're also getting the sick ass. It's a steelbook case and the case for the Pip-Boy.
Yeah.
So you're getting shit. You're getting stuff.
Yeah.
And a Pip-Boy manual.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But anyways, even if you don't have the Pip-Boy, you can still get the app. You can still use it connected with your simultaneously be able to use it in game. Okay, so back to the.
Yeah. I just like that he was like, usually I hate companion apps and little side screen, gimmicks.
Yeah.
But that said, as far as side gimmicks go, this is the coolest fucking one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
He loves it.
He's so cool.
I like Todd Howard.
He was very casual with everyone. He was easy to relate to.
He likes video games.
And that's exactly what we want people to make video games feel. They should love video games as much as we do.
They should be making the games they want.
Todd Howard was perfect.
He's making the game he wants to play.
And everyone wants to play.
Everyone wants to play Fallout.
But anyways, okay.
And it comes to part 2 of Fallout 4. Should we wait for you guys?
What?
Should we?
No. What were you guys talking about?
Fallout.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine. You guys can continue talking. What time is it? So I can cut this out.
We're at 48.
We're at 48.
Okay.
We're just trying to figure out how we're gonna split it.
Okay.
Well, since we're cutting this.
Oh yeah, we're cutting it anyways.
Okay, so if you want to just pause it.
Fallout 4. I'm really excited. We got to cut off about it.
Okay. So and then Todd Howard goes to part 2.
Yes.
Which is the fucking hype part.
This is
so good.
The part that just got even better than the first part.
That's what I'm saying. This presentation was perfect from beginning to end because it just got better and better and didn't stop getting better.
I think because it was their first one, they had to really throw out all the good stuff and organize it so well.
They had to do it.
Yeah, I mean they have to compete with every other conference after them, so they have to be really good.
Yeah, and in trying to compete with them, they beat them. They beat everybody.
I think they won with just Fallout 4. Their whole conference.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm talking about. Just Fallout 4.
The Fallout 4 is the game of the of E3.
Game of E3,
but it's
sure.
not the best conference of E3.
I would argue it is. Well, Bethesda was
Wait.
not the best conference.
Well, then what conference would you be thinking?
Microsoft was the best conference.
I wouldn't say it was the best conference. I think it had the biggest bombshell.
That's
I
what.
don't know. Sony had some pretty big bombshells.
Yeah, that's
It had,
why.
like,
but like,
bombshells?
I was
pretty big ones.
Yeah.
and
Was that part of Sony's or Square's?
What?
The big bombshell.
We can talk.
Well,
We're not talking about it anyway.
It was
It's
revealed
not-
at Sony.
that was Square
It's not a
Enix's big
secret to
bombshell.
anybody. It's
It's a
Final
secret to
Fantasy.
everybody.
Final Fantasy. It's a remake.
Yeah, it was revealed at Sony though.
Oh, that was
Okay.
yeah, that was Sony. And then
It
they
was
say like
it was
nobody's
the
ever heard of it.
teaserist of teaser trailers.
no,
but it
but
was revealed
Square
at
Enix
Sony.
had another big drop.
They went
which was
into it.
Kingdom Hearts, yeah. But anyways,
The Fallout 4.
yes, please.
Part 2.
Let's just finish Fallout 4. There's so much to talk about.
Don't ever say that again.
I know. But okay. Second part, we get to see the actual suit jump with rockets.
Yeah, so he goes into it, and you can customize your power armor. You have your own personalized armor that you can customize from fucking head to toe. Apparently with jetpacks, because he fucking uses jetpacks.
Which was like random. They just threw it in there for a few seconds. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was like the
Fine.
last like money shot, right?
It was like something
Of like gameplay.
I think so. It was like during that montage that they had like
Yeah.
toward the end, and like there's this like plane or whatever it is, like it just lands and you can just
Vertibird.
yeah.
Yeah,
I was
the
like,
vertibird
okay,
comes
you can
down.
get on the one of those too. That's amazing.
Yeah, like he threw out a flare and got on it, so he called it in.
Yeah, it's like you
So
just.
I want to know if that's a story thing specifically. It probably is.
I'm probably yeah.
But like that'd be dope if you could just call it in.
That'd be even better, dude.
And like you call it in, you set a destination, and you can just shoot shit on your way there.
okay.
Yeah. But
Dude.
before that, like he goes into a whole bunch of other customization shit.
Oh my god.
Guns.
Dude, it starts off like slow with the guns, like, oh, here, you change this part, this part, this part, this part, and it's just like the gun, they start fast forwarding, and
There's
the
over
gun just changes so
700
Like,
combinations.
Yes, 700 different. 700 something modifications.
Yeah, 700 modifications
for the like 10 gun base types, which is fucking a lot.
It's like 70
It's
each.
crazy. Like it made me think of a little bit like GTA 5's car mod system, where you'll have your base car and the way it looks on the outside, and once you start adding performance parts, it changes the little things on the side.
The writing
like,
on it?
For example, the one that I think of the most is the Sultan. It's like a regular sedan, but when you max it out,
It's
it
like
becomes
having
a
a Honda,
Sultan
racing Honda.
RS3 or something like that.
Does it really?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the
Oh.
side, it'll say Sultan
fucking
RS3.
dope. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
it'll be like a regular sedan, and then like you start modding it up, and you'll start getting like tape on the side, and like it says SR3 or whatever, and then it looks more like a racing car.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I mean, it doesn't change the name of the car, but on the side of the car, it'll say Sultan.
Yeah.
RS3.
Is that a next gen detail?
No, that's
That was in
last
last
gen.
gen. too.
Man, I don't pay attention.
But yeah, so like they start off with a plasma pistol, and they added
Yeah.
a longer barrel, and then the stock, and it became a plasma rifle,
Rifle,
or
yeah.
sorry, a laser rifle. And then they
Yeah.
added a scope, and it's like a scoped laser rifle.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
imagine you can customize the name of it.
How many times did you see it again? Like that, the Fallout 4 thing.
Once.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, you remember that so well. I'm like, I don't care. I just remember like.
Yeah, no, it was like a
flashlight.
rapid montage. of
It
the
was. It was
parts.
quick. I
Okay.
just remember that.
You
that
picked up
the-
on that like,
yeah.
specific. Okay.
Yeah, no, and it's cool. And then he mentions the razor bat.
Cool,
and-
cool. Oh my god!
Oh, like, all right, cool. So 700
And this is-
modifications. Great! I'm so excited for this. You know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of Dead Space 3 with like
Still
those,
played it.
That's the best. Like that was my favorite part about Dead Space. Like
Yeah, the
difference.
customization.
Yeah, which is great. But anyways,
So this goes off of what I actually liked about New Vegas was fucking weapon mods, and it takes it, fucking cranks it,
It
to
takes
11.
it, yeah, because like the weapon mods in that, it almost seemed like it was just a thing that you attach to your gun.
It
Like,
wasn't so much a mod as it was an addition.
some guns actually had a visual change when you added the mod,
Like silencers and scopes were definitely
Yeah.
changed.
but it mostly just seemed like a kind of the numbers changed. Like the
It
stats
was
and that
numbers,
it.
but it was mostly add-ons and stats. It wasn't a mod. It didn't change
But
much.
this one, it changes the entire gun, what it looks like and how it fires and all that.
Yeah.
oh my god, such
Ooh.
detail.
It's gonna be
But
I have a question before we proceed any further. Do you guys have anything on the docket not from E3?
no,
Eh.
it was all E3 today.
Because I was just going through some stuff, and apparently Batman's Arkham Knight collection has been canceled.
Oh yeah,
The Batmobile, there's no statue.
Oh.
no Batmobile stuff.
Yeah.
Are people not getting... are
Only
people
one
getting-
person reserved it at my store.
Oh, okay. Is
How
that
much was
why?
it?
Huh?
How much
It was
was it?
$200.
Is that why?
That's not too bad.
No,
is it?
I think they just it's not enough supply or some shit. I don't
Oh.
know.
Too many people wanted it.
It's weird.
So that is sad. Yes, we'll just
That's
leave it at that.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. It just kind of shocked me.
Oh, well.
It's a bummer.
Oh, okay. That sucks. Anyway,
So his weapon
comes out
mods-
Tuesday. But anyway, oh god, so
Arkham Knight comes out Tuesday.
so hyped for that right now. But okay,
But that wasn't at E3.
that was
Fallout 4 was at
it
E3.
kinda was, but no,
I mean, it kind of was, but Fallout 4 was at E3.
yeah, it was definitely was.
So he goes to weapon mods, and he goes to shelter modification. You can build your own fucking
No,
shelters.
It goes
and
to weapon mods, and then it goes to the armor mod. The power armor mod. Yes.
Sure?
Oh, I don't
Yep.
remember.
Because it shows the weapons, and then it shows them walk to the power armor that's hung up,
Right.
and then it shows all the pieces changing on the power armor.
Change
Oh,
your shoulder
yeah,
blades,
I
your
remember that.
arms, your legs, your torso, your helmet.
I think that's when he explained like the layered armoring. I think that's when he was talking about it, right?
No, he mentions layered armor before.
They only
Okay.
briefly show the layered armor.
But then he mentions the customizable power armor later.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
When I say layered armor, I just mean the shoulder pads on his vault suit and like
Oh,
boots and
That
shit.
part, the layered armor, you only see that through the Pip-Boy. It was on the screen. You can see like the little pads on his shoulders.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
the Pip-Boy. You can play fucking games on your Pip-Boy.
Oh my, yeah.
That's
donkey.
fucking
They had
sick.
Donkey Kang down there.
Yeah, basically Donkey
Donkey
Kang,
Kang.
asteroids, all the
Missile
little-
Missile Command.
Yeah, they had the little Pip-Boy is like all animated, and it's fucking cool.
So if you don't want to play the actual game and you just want to take a little break, you play the game in the game.
Yeah.
It's like
You gotta find those games.
And they have even more songs
that's
on the
true.
radio, of course.
I've heard Three Dogs Back, but as a possible, like, his recordings are looped because he may or may not have died in 3.
He mentioned, Todd mentioned that like when the perfect song is like playing on your Pip-Boy and you're just like dominating, that's when the montage started, and it was such a good, cool song how it
Yeah.
started. Oh, that was so great. But anyways, so after the armor customization,
Is the shelter.
Is the shelter.
Yeah, you can build your own houses, which leads into building your own little towns, multiple towns. You can run caravan trading, like, between your towns.
do you also have villagers or other
It
people
looked
that
like,
can
it
join?
looked like it did. It looked like people either stopped by or moved in.
Okay.
Because
So-
he definitely mentioned vendors, like good vendors that stop by if you have a big enough like place.
I know this is gonna be a really cool feature, but I kind of like it seems intimidating for me. Like I don't really think I'm gonna put as much time into making a shelter.
He mentioned that it was completely optional,
Yeah, no, I get that.
which is
and
he
that's
mentioned
why-
that
that's what I'm
for
saying.
players like you that
Yeah, I'm just like
are
Don't
kind
care
of
for
kind
it.
of put off almost by it.
I want to like enjoy
No.
it, but I feel like
I
I'm just
know.
like.
Play with it. Honestly,
I will.
it'll probably be a lot easier than it
I mean, I messed around with Skyrim.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
I
did you
built
ever
a house
use
in Skyrim,
Skyrim's house?
But that was like they were preset things. Like
Yeah.
this, it seems like oh here break down this.
Like you have to be
craft it,
creative.
and then like
Do you want
like,
a
here
kitchen
put
or
up
a
this
library?
panel, and then you have to. It's like oh fuck.
Speaking of that, though, like he also mentioned that like you could also pick up items in the previous Fallout games, but they were pretty much useless unless you wanted to sell them.
Yes.
Now you can like make them into materials
everything
and
is
resources.
useful, which
yes.
I love.
You could break down a clock and it'll have like screws and metal.
So-
Yeah,
yeah.
because unless you had the rocket launcher in 3, which shot junk, like
Oh yeah.
yeah, it was basically a junk gun.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you had that, junk was useless. You couldn't use plates
That's
or cups, pencils. You couldn't use useless shit like that.
And let's say like if you needed like some special looking object, and like it tells you like it highlights the resources that you need.
Mhm.
So maybe you need like 3 clocks and like 2 toys or something.
Yeah.
That's cool because then you're gonna go scavenging, and that's the fun part about Fallout.
I'm gonna fucking encumber myself so
I'm
much.
gonna- yeah.
And then like the
Dog, carry all my things.
you just see him with a cheap ass backpack, those big ass hiking backpacks.
It'd be cool if you could put a pack on your dog. Like, not an over big one, but just to see him with like a little dog backpack. I like dog
And
backpacks.
with shoes
And booties.
and little booties, little boots on your dog. Oh man.
Damn it.
But anyways, what was I gonna say? He said that the map was gonna be big enough for you to pick your own place to like
Yeah.
make your own
I
shelter.
mean, there's preset areas, but there's a lot of them.
Right.
Yeah.
So this game's gonna be huge.
And that's why you're able to trade, like, not trade, but set up caravans between your little
right.
towns.
Yeah. So you're gonna probably be making. That's why you should definitely play with
I'm
it.
sure I will.
Yeah.
I'll mess around with it eventually, but it's just like when I started seeing like pull the panel off and then they put like another door up, and then I was like, oh.
So I should probably mention
It's
I
like
won't be
Minecraft
available to
with
record after November 10th for at least 3 months.
It's like they had a little bit of pinch of Minecraft. Like here you go. And then
Just for safe measure, here's some
it's like, you know,
Minecraft.
you add pepper to your eggs. That's how they did it. Like, all right, here's a little bit of Minecraft. But anyways,
Oh, and then the reveal, the date. He was
Right.
like, I know you guys have been
Oh,
waiting
yeah.
for a long time, and we don't want you to wait too much longer, so it comes out
People
November
were, already,
10th.
people were already freaking out when he says, and you don't have to wait too much longer. Everyone's like, oh my god!
Yeah, we're like, oh!
it's coming up soon.
It
Like
was really
people
cool
were getting
how they
aneurysms.
revealed the date. You know, they just split the vault 111.
It's a November 10th.
And then, but my brain was like malfunctioned. It's like, 111. Like I have to wait till January 1 of 1. Like, I can't compute that. But, oh, okay.
Coming out
inserted some numbers.
Coming out on New Year. What?
That's not soon.
No.
November's not soon enough.
But it's better than next year.
No, it's super better.
That's a lot better. Yeah. So best.
Oh, also mods. Fallout 4 is getting mods.
We'll get to in a second. Microsoft mentioned in their conference that only Xbox One's going to be able to get PC mods.
Timed.
Not true.
It's timed?
Yep. I saw
PS4 is getting mods as well.
Yeah.
Just not first.
Okay. Yeah. I was worried because I was like, Mod's going to be mad if it's not.
No, I don't care about mods, and also it's timed. So I double don't.
You're going to care about mods.
They also talked about how like your game save will work when you're using a mod. You'll have a separate set of saves for when you're non-modding and when you are modding.
So no cheating and like getting trophies with mods.
And more importantly, so you don't break your game.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
He said that he's like limiting the amount of like censorship and stuff on mods. So I mean, he wants you to be able to do whatever you want. He wants you to break your game, but he doesn't want you to not be able to play your game.
He doesn't want you to shut it down while you're playing and having fun.
Yeah.
Which is cool though. Okay, it's coming up for PS4. That's
PS4s are they're getting mods as well.
I'm actually happy for that.
Yeah,
but okay, I think
so. Like nudity in Final Fallout is what I'm getting soon.
What nudity? Oh,
that's what every mod is.
Oh,
every mod comes with nudity.
They won't let that happen.
No, they won't.
You're just gonna fly with your power armor.
You also won't get any licensed or copyrighted stuff.
Yeah, like obvious censors.
Cruise around as Iron Man.
Yeah.
Or customize his paint as Iron Man. That'd be cool. But anyways, are we good with Fallout 4 for now?
That about wraps up Fallout.
Yeah, we pretty much talked about every
we hit
most
the date.
detail. Yeah.
That was the last thing. It's just the release date.
And then people at Bethesda got like, or the conference, they got their
minifigs.
Yeah, and then like
exclusive.
10 minutes after the conference ended, the Pip-Boy edition was sold out.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a pre-order.
I got it.
Did you?
Yeah. I didn't tell you?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to tell you not to tell.
You got so sad too.
Wait, no, I told.
Yeah, I told you.
I told you, but he didn't tell you.
My girlfriend bought it for me. Cause it was like sold out on GameStop's like our Webbin store. So like I checked at like 8 p.m. before we closed. You know, well before we closed. I was like, oh cool, we still got it. You know, whatever. And then at like 8:40, I checked again and we were sold out. I was like, fuck.
Your girlfriend got one of those.
I talked to her after I got off work and I called her and then. One of the things that came up, she said, "Oh, how was your day?" I was like, "Oh, it was good up until about like 10 minutes ago when Fallout got sold out." And I had showed her like when they announced the Pip-Boy edition, I showed her. I sent her. She was like, "I need this." She's like, "That looks awesome," and she's not even like a gamer or anything.
Yeah.
So she was like super cool about it. And then I told her how bummed out I was that I couldn't get it. And then she looked it up online, and apparently GameStop's website was still like the actual GameStop website still had it available. She ordered it and bought it. She sent me a screenshot of like the purchase order. I was like,
that's cool. Yeah, I wanted to pre-order it in store so I could pay it off in like increments. But anywhere else I pre-ordered, I had to pay in full.
Yeah.
So boo.
I would have loved to.
Because I mean, Best Buy still has it.
Yeah.
I think Toys R Us might have it.
Does Target do it?
They might.
Because if they do, you can. I don't think they have to pay in full.
Sure.
I mean, they sell like $1 reservations for games. So I mean, I'm not exactly sure how it works, but I know that when you I always go to the Nintendo section.
I might do Target.
You might.
I might.
Like I always go see the amiibos and shit, and they have those like cards for Mario Party, or they're like $1.
Yeah. And you gotta bet your ass all the Fallout cards are gone. No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, the cool thing is that you don't need the actual Pip-Boy to use the app to like be able to play.
Yeah, but the point is they're having the Pip-Boy.
Something that my cousin Jason brought up to me that I thought was actually pretty funny. He's like, even if I could get the Pip-Boy edition, which I really want, but I can't get it, like, even if I did have it, I feel like I would spend more time having it on a shelf, and I would just get a shitty armband for my phone and just put it on my wrist.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Somebody posted a picture where it was like taped onto his arm.
Like Pip-Boy.
Yeah, he's like, look, I found my solution to
it's
my
like
Pip-Boy.
great duct tape, doesn't even match the color of the phone.
Yeah.
Just
It was like really shitty tape.
It's like it's the middle of summer, he's all sweating, so you see the tape coming on.
Like,
It was like that sports tape, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had it like around his arm. And I was like really shitty. But he's like, it works.
Pip-Boy.
I'd wear that fucking Pip-Boy with pride, though. No shame.
That's it right there.
Yeah, me.
Work and school, I'd fucking wear that fucking
The
thing
tape is so
everywhere.
tight. My girlfriend said she wants to just like watch me play. I'm like, that is the only thing I needed to hear.
That's all I've ever wanted to hear.
Full mast.
God, that's the word of the
My
week.
girlfriend
dude.
was lying, by the way, when she texted you guys. I wasn't crying during Fallout.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, you
I
were.
was super crying during
Yeah, you were
Fallout.
crying. You know, the best part is that it was on your birthday.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
you get,
yeah.
You get like
Fallout 4 was announced on my birthday.
best birthday
day of
ever.
my life. Your girlfriend's like, oh yeah? I mean, second greatest day of my life.
She knows.
She knows she's
She
second now.
understands.
That's good.
She's D-ranked to second now.
She's preparing vacation for herself after I get Fallout because she knows she's not going to see me anyway.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be like Skyrim. She didn't see me for like 2 weeks.
Really?
I mean, she was at the house, but like I didn't see her.
Oh my god!
So-
So you just mentioned like you made your like your own little shelter like around the TV.
What year is it?
And you're like blankets like covering over your head.
He's only in there for 2 weeks and he comes with like a full like castaway beard and shit.
And like you grew a beard, like, oh no, it's just cobwebs.
He's like, he's like super cut and he has a fucking castaway beard and he's fucking fishing for fucking fish.
He unzips his pants to go to the bathroom, dust flies out.
Oh my god! He didn't age. He just stayed on forever.
didn't move.
No. The best part, you just see like different like kinds of cups like with pee in it.
No, it's funny. He's sitting in this position. You can see like vines and shit growing over him.
He's basically Bane. Looking into the little cup.
He's just trapped.
The little
He's got like
pouch.
chemistry vials and bubbling with pee.
Moss growing.
Okay, we're getting too much. We're getting too far.
So anyway, the point is, I'm gonna be unavailable for like 3 months.
All right, that's cool.
So that was a good thing to end on for that night. We slept really well that night.
Yeah, I did.
I got up and watched the Microsoft conference, which
That's when E3 was like getting started for most other people. Like that's when the bigger titles were.
That's when the mainstream starts watching.
yeah.
Yeah.
What did Microsoft open with? Did they open with?
They opened with
Halo, because that's what I saw
5.
before I left for school.
I didn't get to watch the beginning of it.
Okay.
I believe it was Halo.
I remember being Halo. I think it was Halo 5 because I remember seeing Nathan Fillion on screen. I was like,
I was
neat.
so jacked about that because if you played ODST, Nathan Fillion is a character in that. His name is Buck, but he isn't ODST in that game. In Halo 5, he's back as part of Fireteam Osiris, which is Locke's team, and he's now a junior Spartan, pretty much.
Sick.
He's now a Spartan. I'm like, fuck yes.
Big fan of Nathan Fillion. I like
Yeah,
him.
dude, he's rad.
Cool guy.
So you get to see this story mode gameplay a little bit, which looks super legit.
He plays Locke,
Yep, he plays Locke, and he's got a 4-man squad.
which plays kind of like because there was a part where like one of the players was injured and you can revive them.
Yeah.
Which I found interesting. That's brand new to Halo. Like,
Halo, yeah.
completely. Like you do not revive people.
You just die.
You just run and wait until your shield revives.
I think it's because since it's the narrative is based on the four characters.
Yeah.
It has to have a revive system because they wouldn't just die
Keep
and then
going.
respawn. It wouldn't make any sense.
that'd be funny.
Yeah, it would be.
It's like, oh no, we lost her. Bloop, I'm back, guys.
So yeah, the story mode looked pretty legit. I'm
Mhm.
stoked about that. But what was like the big deal for me was the new game type for multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's PvPvE, where it's the two teams
Uh-huh.
are fighting each other, but also there's aliens on the map, and you're doing objectives. So the team with like a higher score at the end.
yeah.
That is my exact idea for Last of Us. That needs to happen.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
Clicking in the middle of
dude.
the arena, like, it needs to be a thing.
See, that would make it a little more interesting.
Yeah,
I would be playing Last of Us still.
No.
They're not going to do it. They'll probably do it in the sequel, but they're not
But
going to
yeah,
do
and then I watched the actual gameplay for Warzone, and it was intense. Like, it looks nuts.
And then right after Halo, which was what they
Was it
end the
Tomb Raider?
gameplay? Yeah, it was Tomb Raider right after that. Tomb Raider, a little bit of that, and like where she's climbing a mountain with her companion. I don't know who he is.
Jonah, I think it's the same one, the same big guy
Same-
from the first one.
I think yeah. And then she's struggling to get up the mountain, which is pretty epic.
She's hot.
Yeah, she's hot. She's so pretty. I like how they didn't, because I saw our friend Aubrey, she put it on Facebook that they didn't over-sexualize her.
Yeah,
There's a lot of video game character females coming out this year that aren't over-sexualized. That's
Exactly,
really
yeah.
cool.
Like-
Kind of refreshing.
Mm-hmm.
And they're sexy in their own way.
Yeah.
Like they're
Yeah.
still attractive even if they're not sexualized. Like they're like,
the,
alright, cool.
the chick from Dishonored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she's hot.
After that, I believe they mentioned like Forza 6.
Yeah,
Which
they brought in the 4GT from the ceiling,
Yeah.
and then as soon as the actual video started showing, they brought it back up. I started laughing. Yeah, introducing, like, turns to the studios, and then the fucking car comes down from the ceiling on these wires on this platform. Like, yeah, the new 4GT, the representative car of Forza 6.
They don't want you to get distracted, so we're taking it back up.
And then, like, the video starts, and then when the room gets dark, you see the car flipping out.
There's people in the audience like,
Because they don't want anybody to fucking jack that car or just fuck it up.
It'd be funny if someone would try to jack it. I mean, they couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And then they'd just kill everyone. But anyways,
But a scratch is
right
fine.
after that, it was like, I think it was like the main guy for Xbox. I forgot his name.
Phil Spencer?
Though. Yeah, Phil Spencer, which is a really cool guy.
Dude, he's the man.
Mentioned, well,
Cool guy.
he slightly mentioned like that that Xbox blah 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 blah. It's something that we've been trying to do that we didn't think we'd be able to do, which is double compatibility, and like the audience went nuts.
Oh,
for
yeah.
360 games.
Xbox 360 compatibility on your Xbox One, and I was like, yes!
Yes.
So fucking jacked.
I was ready to, like, I told you I was watching like the first 30 minutes of it before I left, and luckily that was in the 30 minutes. So, I was watching it, and like I screamed. I was holding my phone. It's like double compatibility. I was like, yes, oops, yes.
I think I texted it. It's like all kinds of holy fucking shit. 360 compatibility.
It was good. And then they introduced it like some other guy. Don't know his name. He was saying like how it works, and he's like, oh look, I'm playing my favorite game, one of my favorite games, and he's playing Mass Effect, and it runs a little bit better because of the power of Xbox One.
Yeah, it actually does.
Because, as you know, Mass Effect first one runs pretty shitty.
It doesn't run great.
Yeah, I mean compared to 2 and 3, no.
No, yeah, it doesn't run great.
But he's playing it, and he's like, see, I can play it better, blah, blah, blah. And then he says, like, when it comes out later this fall, unless you're, like, a preview member, you'll be able to... Send me an invite.
Yo,
Yeah, I did
what was
already.
that? I got a thing to play
Gears of War?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
Yeah, that goes to everybody, I think.
No, yeah, but what is that?
Yeah, Gears of War.
Gears of War Ultimate, which
It's a
is
beta?
the
It's a
remaster
beta?
of number 1.
Yeah, it's a beta.
The multiplayer beta.
Comes out August, middle of August. somewhere.
August 25th.
It's 25th. But anyways, he says how it works. So you can any game that you played digitally, like that you bought digitally on your 360, will be easily transferred to your Xbox One.
Neat.
You can get your disc, retail disc will work. You just put it in there,
I can tell
download
you
it
how it
into
works
your.
right now. I mean, I have it. Like, it works on
Doesn't
Oh,
it switch to
yeah.
the 360 dashboard or something like that?
It doesn't switch. It's actually it's an emulator. So it's an emulator for the 360 within the Xbox One.
Question: is it like the Wii and Wii U
No.
It does not take you to a separate thing.
menu?
That's what I
It
thought
only
would be.
turns into the 360 emulator when you put in the disc.
Yeah.
Like
Or when you start a 360.
So it's like when you start Blu-ray.
So let me go through how it went down. I put in the Mass Effect 1 disc, and it says install disc. Once that was completed, I then boot up the game, and it does the Xbox 360 boot up.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I've seen
in the window, like goes full screen.
Yeah.
And then you can press the home button. It still takes you to the home dashboard or whatever, but you're playing the 360 in the background. If you want to access the 360, like the blades, you just press the back and start button at the same time, and it opens up like because it's still a 360.
Yeah.
It's just running on your Xbox One.
Mhm.
So you could, I don't know why you would want to, but you could do party chat, the 360 party chat, through your Xbox One.
Honestly, I think the party chat on 360 is a little better. That's me personally.
For now, but they are changing the UI.
Okay,
Like, there's
yeah.
going to be a huge change this year.
Because-
I've seen like what it looks like.
Because
It's
the
nuts.
Xbox Live chat on Xbox One is kind of like, it's eh. I prefer the 360 one. It's a lot easier to use.
What's
and,
different about it?
just the menu, because it's a snap, and so you just see, I don't know, it's just,
It's like a
I get what you're
sidebar.
saying.
yeah.
It you have to go through a lot of shit. So okay, on the 360, you just you go to your friends list, boom, and then you highlight them, and then you like press just one button, press X, and then invite to party,
Mhm.
boom, and then you're good. Everybody talks just normal, it's just fine. On the Xbox One, I have to like Xbox, go to friends, and then go to my friends list, and then if I press A, it goes to their gamer card, and then I can choose to send, and it opens up a little
Well, you know,
drop down. I know, I'm just saying that's one option. You do that, or if you're on your friends list, you can hit start and then choose, send party invite or whatever.
It's they made it a little bit more
That's those,
complicated than it
like,
sounds.
4 extra steps. Right?
Yeah.
Basically,
Yeah.
right?
So that's why I prefer the 360 one. But I mean,
I get that.
But
yeah.
it's a convenience issue.
No.
Yeah.
but that's the best part.
But it also would only work while you're in that 360 game.
Exactly.
'Cause as soon as you close that game, you're no
back
longer...
to Xbox One. Right.
Yeah.
And then because I think why they did that was to bring, because they noticed that people still have a lot of 360s and they either don't want an Xbox One because whatever reason, money or They're just picky.
They can't afford to get
and
new
they're like,
games.
we want to bring them to Xbox One.
Yep.
So I think that was a big deal.
I feel like it's stopping them from going to Xbox One.
They're
Why do you
freaky.
say that?
I guess because it doesn't matter. They're gonna keep making games for the Xbox 360, aren't they?
No.
Does that mean they're gonna stop?
They're gonna stop soon.
Yeah, this is the transitional period.
I don't know. I didn't feel like it.
Next year, I think next year will be the last year that they make.
It also
any
feels like
games.
well, we were so excited that Fallout 4 was only gonna be for next gen systems.
It is.
I feel like I know. I feel like having this, it'd be like, oh, we don't need to buy new games if you don't want to, because you can just buy the. Like, I can go to the GameStop right now and they have a sale for Fallout 3 in Vegas for $10.
Yeah.
They're promoting old games. I feel.
No, it's saying the games that you already own.
Yeah, but I feel like they're
this
still promoting
announcement
it.
isn't so much. It isn't so much just about hey, you could play the games you like. You can just play the old games. It's more. This is kind of like a getting back at Sony
It's
for
like-
2013's
Yeah,
conference.
it's like saying you don't have to restart your whole collection. I understand
Yeah.
that, but I'm saying it also kind of promotes like I don't know, like old games, like 360. Like,
Good.
I mean, yeah,
I don't like that.
kind of. It's not
It's optional.
It's
I
not buy old games. It's
I think
keep
you
your
took
old
it a
games.
different
Yes.
approach. That's
I don't know.
that's not the way they were trying
I
to.
mean, I like it,
announce
but it kind of just I feel like
I
it's
don't know.
promoting.
I feel like you're taking the tone the wrong way. Like,
Yeah.
No, I mean I don't know.
Well, kind of. They're saying keep your old games, not buy new. Buy.
Well, anyways, it was like no offense, Michael, because I know you go for for Sony.
Yeah.
You're a big PlayStation fan. I
Yeah,
respect that.
I suck PlayStation
But it
stuff.
was, it was kind of like another slap against Sony, saying like, oh, and plus it's free.
Yeah.
It's gonna be free. You don't have to pay for the games you already have
Oh.
again.
Yeah.
And it's comparing it with PlayStation
PlayStation Now.
PlayStation
Yeah.
Now, which is a lot. It's not a great service as we thought it would be.
Yeah. Well, not only is it like PlayStation Now is a service just to have and play your games, but you have to like rent or buy the games.
That you
And-
kind of maybe already
And they're,
have.
yeah, and they're not your games. It's like it'd be like me buying a movie from Netflix or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like renting a
Like
Netflix.
Voodoo.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't actually own it because if you don't have that membership anymore, then bye, it's gone.
Yeah.
Whereas
And plus-
this one
yeah.
actually takes your games, or they are there still.
So that's a good thing for Microsoft. I mean, I heard PlayStation is not going to do that. They have a different approach they're not going to do double compatibility.
No.
They didn't say they're never going to do it. They just said
said
like
it's not-
that's not what they're
It's
focusing
not on their docket.
Yeah, exactly. Which I'm pretty sure they'll get to
Just
eventually.
fucking buy their new games, buy the console.
Exactly. But
I agree.
But
You know,
the reason why Xbox One or Microsoft is doing this is to bring their 360 people to Xbox One.
Yeah, like Noah was saying, it's a
Mhm.
transition.
Yep.
Which
is-
makes sense.
yeah.
Good business plan.
because like
not what I would
now,
use, but
like as soon as they announce that, cool, I'm gonna trade in my 360 next week.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I was thinking I'm
more
going to
money
hold it
for
on
Xbox One games, which is more money in their
Yep.
pocket.
And
I was
then-
thinking about. I didn't think about trading it in. I was just like, well, my 360 is now useless.
Actually, I mean, yeah, kind of.
That's okay.
I mean, not yet.
Not yet.
Not until.
But
this
I'm saying
fall.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like
yeah.
Got
all
it.
this time you wanted to get a 360, and now
You got-
But I mean, how often did you actually use it?
pretty often, more often than you think.
But now you can just use it on your Xbox One when the game is available in
That's
the fall.
what I'm saying.
Like that's a good thing. That means that's one less piece of hardware you have to have on your
but
shelf
I like having it.
because it has a use.
It's like saying.
But now that is going to be in that. It doesn't matter.
It's like saying why should I keep my Nintendo 64 or the GameCube?
no, not at
That's
all.
different.
You can't play your Nintendo 64.
You can play games on the Wii U.
It's not the same thing.
Not
The
your
catalog is
games.
not the same.
You couldn't
that's what
take
I'm
your
trying to say,
N64 cartridge
Unless you
and
were
put it in your Wii U.
unless you were arguing to me about a Retron 5, which would allow you to play your
or like an
64 games on
NES
your-
where I can fucking play all those games on my 3DS.
Then don't give it away.
I don't
There.
know, it's the
Yeah.
same reason, like...
Yeah, well,
You wouldn't
you guys
throw
are
out-
trying to make me feel like I'm wrong. I'm not wrong. I'm just giving you my
Well,
opinion.
no, I'm not saying you're wrong. We're just saying, like, kind of wrong.
Well, you're going against my opinion. That's saying you're wrong. I'm just giving my,
You're
opinion.
basically saying you'll miss it for sentimental reasons.
What do you mean? No, well, I collect systems.
That's sentimental, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's sentimental.
That's
I
the
don't know,
definition of sentimental.
Is it sentimental?
Yeah.
Yeah. You have
I'm
a
not
connection
saying
to it, not
But
because
That's
it has
fine.
service.
Keep it. I mean,
We're not saying don't keep it. We're just saying that there's no point in keeping it.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
that's
no actual logical point.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's no other logical point to keeping the 64.
No, but there
No,
is.
Well, what's
That's not the same argument.
Yeah, you're
why?
right.
How is that the same argument?
Because you couldn't take your N64 cartridge and put it in your Wii U.
games.
And play
You couldn't
Yes.
put it in GameCube. You couldn't put it in.
You can, however, put your 360 games in your Xbox One and play them.
I can put my GameCube games in a Wii. Can I throw my GameCube away then?
What?
I mean,
Okay,
technically-
what?
That's not what we're talking. You talking about N64?
Well, it's the same thing. I said GameCube or 64.
No.
What?
What? Why are we arguing about this?
Well, it's you guys start arguing. I just said my opinion.
No, we're just okay.
I don't care anymore.
I'm just throwing it to my opinion.
Okay, keep your Xbox 360.
You keep your 360. Let it be a paperweight because it looks pretty. That's fine. I will trade mine in because I don't need it because I'm going to play it on my Xbox One.
Anyway, the backwards compatibility is cool. It's a nice business plan. It's a transitional period. It's not a business plan I think is the best because I mean Sony's not doing that. They're not doing backwards compatibility. They're buy the new games, buy the console, move forward.
But
because they're already doing that with PlayStation Now.
Yeah.
And so they can't.
and here's the
Yeah.
thing: so many people wanted backwards compatibility at launch that were just hating on the Xbox One, PS4 because they weren't backwards compatible.
Yeah.
Where are those people now? Like, why are they like those? Like, I noticed a lot with like the Sony fans that are shitting on Microsoft's conference from this year. It's like, didn't you want backwards compatibility in PS4? And now that we're getting it for our system, you're shitting on us. It's like that doesn't make any sense to me.
I don't know. I never cared because I was never going to trade in my PS3 no matter what.
Yeah. I want to trade in my PS3, but I'm using it as a Blu-ray player in my bedroom. So
I still
and
have like good games on there that I want to give, like Uncharted, Dead Space, Last of Us. I mean, when I get a PS4, I'll get Last of Us, but like my PS3 has like some.
You'll probably have no choice because that's the most common bundle.
my
everywhere.
PS3 is almost getting the PS2 treatment for me because my PS2 games that I have are Kingdom Hearts. I now have all those on PS3. The PS3 games that I have, like Uncharted and God of War,
are coming to PS4.
are coming to PS4. So it's like, it's happening again.
Yeah, real quick, they're gonna bring 1.5 and 2.5 remastered to PS4.
Did they announce it?
They said that like it's Square Enix. Yeah, it's in an IGN
didn't
article.
know
Yeah.
that.
My friend told me, and I was like, "Oh, cool, great."
Yeah, I didn't know that.
But
I mean, I expect it.
I told him, I was like, "Are you gonna trade your old PS3 ones for?" He's like, "No, because like he bought them and like he played them already. He's gonna collect them. That's his thing." It was great, but anyways, what else did Microsoft talk about right after double compatibility? Everyone freaked out.
Cuphead.
Oh yeah, they announced a lot of indie games coming out for the Xbox One, which is kind of exciting.
Yeah.
And the main one I was excited about was Cuphead because it looks like the Steamboat Willie thing we talked about earlier.
But it looks super challenging.
It looks hard.
It looks so hard.
So you're literally like, I think it's a 2-player game.
It's Cuphead and like Mug Boy or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And like you literally have a Cuphead and you have a straw in your hair.
It's like Steamboat Willie art
and
style.
you shoot like this,
It's
and like
1930s cartoon style.
mhm. And like you shoot out of your finger, like whatever juice color you are. It's fucking funny. And like you're fighting against like I think the title was like Cuphead.
Don't sell your soul to the devil, or don't deal with the devil.
Don't deal with the devil, something like that, which is interesting. Yeah,
I'm really excited for that.
I'm excited for that. I've been waiting for that since like last year. Like we saw it. I think they announced it like last year. Like I think after E3.
it was E3's conference,
But like they just
Or the E3
here's 2 minutes of a trailer, and that's all you get.
it was during their Idea Xbox like montage where they had like Ori was on there and Cuphead and like
Yeah,
a
they
couple
were
other games.
doing an indie thing.
I forgot all the other indie games to mention, but like there's a lot of great ones and interesting ones. Moving ahead.
The Xbox One Elite controller.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
That
Which
$120
$150 controller.
Yeah.
It's fucking expensive, but
Yeah.
the thing looks super awesome.
yeah, it's really nice. Like I was like, oh,
I saw pictures of it. What the fuck am I looking at? Explain it to me.
It's a
It's
gamer
a
MOG Pro controller.
It's
Yeah.
a mod controller, but it's officially made and licensed in house.
That's neat, but I mean,
It's not necessary.
yeah, it's super
No,
unnecessary.
it's
but it's
not.
cool. Like,
Yeah, no, I'm not
because
gonna argue that.
there's buttons like up here, and then there's customability. Like you were saying, like you can make this. So like this has a lot more grip. Thank you. This part of the back controller, I'm holding the controller, has grip. And
Yeah.
then there's like I don't know how to explain it. There's like
They're two little paddles.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah.
So there's
But there's
two
four-
on each side.
Yeah, there's 2 on each side, and like you can assign them to like buttons up here or here.
So we don't have to use triggers.
Yeah, and so like you can respond faster that way because a faster click will respond faster than just like pressing B. 'Cause
Or
you can your hand's already there.
For example, games that require you to use like aim, but you also need to press like a face button. You put your thumb in two places at the same time, so you can put the face button to the paddle while you're moving the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Neat.
It can also work for fighting games.
It can
Yeah,
also work for fighting games.
absolutely.
First-person shooter games are usually most like, yeah.
It's basically just MOG
They have
Pro.
a hair trigger function where right now it's like a full full trigger.
press, yeah.
And then if you switch it for either side, they have individual. It cuts it in half.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like
Sick.
with other customizable like ones that you can buy online, they would like kind of install like a screw in there. Yeah, a stopper, and so like it'll do the same effect, but without having to push the whole thing down to get full effect of it. So which is really cool. But this it's made by Microsoft.
Interchangeable thumbsticks.
Mm-hmm.
The D-pad is not a plus sign. It looks
it's circle.
it's like a bowl with like the octagon.
It looks like a Porygon. Like just
yeah.
It looks like a squished Porygon.
It's just geometry. Boom.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just really nice. It's better. Like instead of I don't know, it just looks more comfortable.
They demonstrated Killer Instinct when they were showing off.
Did they?
The D-pad
I
thing.
didn't see that.
Well, I mean, it wasn't like a big demonstration. It was just like more accuracy and precision for some games, and they showed Killer Instinct, so you can do combos.
So that was cool. I mean, I'm not gonna get it. It's $150. It's pretty damn
controllers
expensive.
are already $60. I don't have the money for that.
Yeah.
Which I need one.
I'll trade mine in to get that.
Dropping my controller.
That's what it looks like.
You see the D-pad?
Okay,
See, it's kind of like
it's like
geometry.
squares with
It's all
with some quarter circles.
The triggers and
Weird.
I mean, it looks very sleek, very nice.
It looks sleek and
But-
cool,
Very sleek.
but
Thank
like it's unnecessary.
But I mean, it took me so much to buy that Xbox One Titanfall controller.
Dude,
And that's $60.
And my controller's on the fritz, and
Mine's still. I put
my
it in back in
God.
the box.
Yeah.
I'm so sad about it because there's no way you can get that back, and it's orange and black and white. Fuck. I want this controller
you
forever.
can't send it to somewhere to like repair it.
I could.
Probably costs more than the controller itself.
How much do you love the controller?
Not enough to get to
Are
repair
you-
it.
I don't know if I'm gonna pay more than I paid for that controller
Honestly,
to
you
get
just
it repaired.
open it and switch it out.
I'll trade it towards getting the Elite controller.
Well, I mean,
That's
if worst
true.
comes to worst, were you satisfied with its care?
Oh, stop saying that. I'm saying it like every fucking podcast now.
Damn it!
It's been every podcast.
I'm gonna say that to my Xbox 360.
It's so continuous, though.
Mine's
Oh.
breaking down. But anyways,
I do have to add something real quick about the compatibility. I didn't talk about the digital titles, like the arcade titles and stuff like that, because I know
so
a
how
lot
does
of
that
people
work
concerned about that.
I said that it'd be easy, like just transferred, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it's
in the cloud system.
they are already on my Xbox One. Like they're ready to install. So
Oh,
like,
nice.
because they were you paid for them or whatever. They're in the digital database that you own them. So on the Xbox One, I just tab over to my games and apps to the ready to install, and the ones that are available is only like 22 games right now. So like Battle Block Theater is available, both Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie, Perfect Dark, Geometry Wars.
Yeah, it's only like 20
Defense
games,
Grid.
right? Yeah, 20
Yeah,
games.
like 22 games, and I think only less than half of them are disc-based right now.
And then once it comes out for everybody in the fall, there'll be like at least a
100
little
games.
bit over 100 games, or maybe 120. And then each month after that, they'll be adding more titles to it.
Just a
to
quick
the collection.
note. I was looking at I was on Google or whatever.
Mhm.
Red Dead Redemption is the #1 vote right now
Yes.
for
Yeah.
back.
You know what? I wish that game was like announced or something, like another
A
one,
sequel.
another Red Dead, a hint or
Rockstar
something.
didn't do anything at E3, did they?
No.
That reminds me too. Crackdown was missing from Microsoft's conference, and it was
That's
announced
true. They
last
mentioned
year.
that. Yeah, they did.
And
They did.
that was one that I was kind of expecting to see.
That was not the only one
I
I was
like
missing,
Crackdown.
but yeah, me too.
Oh, they showed Fable.
Oh
Yawn.
yeah.
Did they
yeah.
show what was that thing called? The fucking thing on with Minecraft that they showed?
Oh, HoloLens.
Oh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
I was wondering.
Damn it,
if
I was
you were
about to
getting
get to
that.
that.
I didn't watch
I didn't know you were
I was gonna
still-
build up to that, but it's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I thought you guys were like forgetting about it. I'm like, oh, yeah.
I watched
I
that.
forgot.
No,
out of
I was listening to
context.
what
I
you-
only watched that. I didn't
Because
watch the whole
I was gonna mention before I get to HoloLens, like, do you have Castle Crashers on 360?
I do.
I'm
Wait,
gonna.
I'll get it. I don't care.
Okay, because that game, I miss that game so much, and it's
so
so
good.
fun to play.
I have it on my PS3.
It's on PS3. Yeah.
It's getting a remaster.
Wait, why?
Castle Crashers. I don't know, but it is.
I
It's-
want them to do I know I totally just am against what I said earlier. I want a Castle Crashers. Or no, it's not.
That's
never
okay,
mind.
Steven
The HD,
said
you're saying the
yeah.
remaster.
Yeah,
I want Castle Crashers 2.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah,
want. I
okay.
want a
love
Castle
it.
Crashers 2.
But Behemoth, I think
They're doing game
They're
4.
making they're making another game.
I'm hoping it just stays Game 4.
Yeah, I hope so too. It's legitimately called Game 4, and it looks like a tactics game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm most likely gonna. Oh, if I don't know, I'm not very good at tactics games, but Castle Crashers is great.
So fucking awesome.
I just love
I have,
Behemoth.
I have it on PS3, but I play it in my room. And anyways, complexity in my house with consoles. But
Alien Homicide is cool.
okay, but yeah, we should play it online.
Yeah.
360
For sure.
Castle
Okay.
Crashers is fucking sweet. HoloLens. Oh no! Before that, they mentioned like that Microsoft has a deal with Valve and the Oculus.
Yeah.
Did you see that? Remember that part?
What's going on with that?
They're partnered up to make games. Well, Valve obviously makes amazing games, or like really good games that like everyone enjoys.
Yeah.
So that's exciting because they're partnering up with Valve. I mean, just them saying we're with Valve was like, oh my god.
It sounds like they're gonna do some first-party Oculus stuff.
I swear to God, if Half-Life 3 is only on Xbox One, it would be so fucking...
It's not gonna be like that.
No.
But
it's gonna be something like the Halo will have Oculus Rift compatibility. Or something. It won't. I'm just saying like that's an example of something that could be doing with that partnership.
You're getting the Morpheus. Same thing.
Yeah, same thing.
That game Riggs looked really neat.
Yeah, the mech arena.
We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
next
we'll
time.
get to Sony.
God. Okay, but anyways, then
HoloLens.
And that's when they introduced HoloLens, which Stella mentioned, and that was amazing, right? Did you see
how
it?
Minecraft
like that,
HoloLens?
Dude.
At first, I was like, "Oh my god, they're gonna talk about Minecraft." I don't fucking.
But that
care
looks like a
at all.
legit fucking way to play Minecraft.
But they showed the table and or no, he showed it on the screen. I was like, "How's this different?" Like, cool. It puts a screen in front of your face. He's like, "I just don't think this is gonna show you guys what it really can do." Though.
Yeah.
So let's bring it over to the table, and then they show it. And then the camera that they had...
It's a special camera that...
the special camera that they were recording with had the same tech as the HoloLens.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that way the viewers at home could see what he was seeing through the HoloLens. Like, whatever. And it fucking made my head explode.
It's basically Legos.
What was cool... Yeah. and so, like, there's a flat floor, and, like, there's four corners of, like fire or whatever, and then like it just like collapses in, and then whatever world like the girl was playing in, it just summoned up.
Yeah.
And it was so sick, and I was like, oh my god! And he sees her like standing on the like a little high thing that she made out of stone, and then he was able to pinch like the fucking air, and just like move it. I guess I don't know how like the thing reads it. I guess it has to see your hand or whatever.
Probably.
There's also part where she asked him to like that she wants to see what's below, like if there's any good resources below. So like he moves it up, and you see everything underneath.
The cavern, and you see all the resources.
And so like she put dynamite. She said dynamite in this one specific area, and he just said like lightning strike, and he was
struck the lightning.
But he had to just focus on the specific spot where the thing is. It's like lightning strike, and then you just see like this white stream, and it blows up, and oh my god!
And he did the same thing to the pigs and made zombie pigmen.
Yeah. He's like, this thing is missing a little bit, and then he just like lightning strike with pigment. Oh my god!
So I want to know like how easy it's going to be to build with the HoloLens, because so far it looks like he's manipulating the map. He can zoom in, zoom out, and pan around, but like, can he build?
I think it's augmented reality, so I don't think you can really do much unless you have a controller.
I feel like it's going to be like a like Mario and on the Wii U, where you can put blocks, not necessarily blocks, but you know what I'm saying, like kind of like a god to the player.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's what I was... Yeah,
because with HoloLens, like, when they first announced it, and, like, they show, like, the person wearing it walking around the house, and they'll have, like, apps hanging on the fucking fridge or whatever. Like,
I think that's kind of cool.
That was cool.
I'd be so on board with that.
Turn my house into my fucking dashboard.
You'd be like fucking Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh. And then...
fucking
ultimate dream.
And then, what's it called? I think Stem was right with the whole, like, God aspect of, like, you're not really building anything unless you do. That'd be great if you touch, like, just keep digging.
Building in that perspective,
just scratch,
or just build like.
Building in that perspective would be super easy, even if you're only using a controller. Like, being able to look at it from a God perspective is.
It's funny though because they released that Lego game that's basically
Lego
Minecraft.
Dimensions?
Yeah,
Lego.
Oh no, yeah, Lego World or something like that.
Yeah,
Lego World.
It's basically Minecraft, and Minecraft's trying to do Legos.
Did you guys see the Portal Lego Dimensions
Yes.
trailer?
Yeah.
Looks so good.
It's so old.
There's the Portal trailer for Lego Dimensions.
Which one?
There was one.
You didn't see it?
The Portal expansion. Portal.
Yeah.
Portal trailer.
Oh no, I didn't.
It's
see
gonna
it.
be in Lego Dimensions.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I know that, but I didn't see
The trailer. Like, it's Lego Gladys, and she's like talking to Batman and
Nice.
Wild Style and
Q Monster. It's like,
I miss
she
my
says something, and then he's like, "But first, let's test." I'm like,
yeah.
yes.
And then at the end of the trailer, like, because they can summon their own portals and they're breaking all her rules and stuff. And she's like, "You guys are the worst. I miss my old test subject." And you see Lego Chell like walk on the screen.
It's really neat too, like how they showed how it works. I was like, well, they're not going to let you just have a portal gun. But then they showed Batman has his own color portal. Or actually, no. I thought that's what it was. I thought each character had their own color portal. There's 3 sections or 4 sections on the
stand,
little stand that it comes with. So there's an L shape here, an L shape here, and then a little circle here. Those light up a certain color. And and when you put the character through there, it shows them going through the portal.
So I'm thinking, depending on the room, it'll give you whatever power of that color corresponds to.
Yeah.
Is it like in the game where orange makes you bounce or blue
Kind
makes
of.
you...
Well, they
Yeah.
showed the two main panels. One of them was like green, and one of them was orange. Green makes you shrink, orange makes you big. So all you gotta do is put your figure on there.
So yeah,
and
it's
you
like that,
become
right? Powers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing.
But yeah, that was exciting.
That's
Neat.
cool.
I don't think there was anything left for Microsoft.
I think they concluded
After
with just
HoloLens?
like, we're Xbox, thank you.
Oh, with Gears of War.
Oh, that's what they
okay.
concluded with. Right. Gears of War, so they announced, the main guy of Gears of War announced that they're making like a
I
remastered
like how you're like...
of the very first one.
Oh, what's his name? I know his name.
Like he says, like the guy from this guy, this from that
Yeah.
guy.
I
I'm
don't know
like,
his
I
name.
don't know the names.
Rob
Yeah.
Ferguson is the head of
Is it?
the
Gears?
coalition.
Okay. He came out and he said that they're making a completely remastered. Like they started from scratch to remake the very first one, which is cool. It's not like they just touched on the game, and like they remastered the entire multiplayer too for better experience.
It looks insane.
Mhm.
Like, it
And it looks
great.
really beautiful, and like a lot of people who
I still suck at it.
A lot of people do, because originally, like, well, before they announced it or whatever, Gears of War is a really small online community, and like most of them kind of know each other. Like I have a friend who's in it. Like he's like number 17 in Gears of War 1 online.
Nice.
Like he's pretty freaking good.
That's cool.
That's all he plays. He plays Gears of War 3. But
To
anyway,
this day?
yeah, he does. He has an Xbox One. He plays Gears of War 1, and then since he got the beta code, that's all he's playing.
Yes.
Now. Yeah. But anyways,
Jackpot.
so that came out. It's like a definitive edition, basically, for Gears of War 1, which is upsetting because I wish they would do that for 2 and 3 together, but they already said earlier that they weren't going to do that.
Boo.
And then they had a trailer for Gears of War 4,
Yeah.
which was really pretty too.
It's funny because a lot of speculation before it was announced. They're probably not going to call it Gears 4.
Yeah.
The trailer at the very end, Gears 4. I was like, oh, not even Gears of War 4. It just
It was
Gears
Gears 4.
Are you playing as like a different character? Like
Not
my
Marcus.
friend said he was like
No.
he might be related to Baird.
He looks like a young Baird, but like
It's
it's
not.
not going to be a prequel to the prequel.
It's
Right.
a sequel, like definitive, like
Yeah.
exactly
Yeah,
a
yeah.
sequel.
And they're searching for somebody, and then like it's like this. It just brings back Gears of War 1 when it was like dark and gruesome and like gothic, and then because with Gears of War 3, like
It's more of
It's very
adventure.
bright.
it's really bright and colorful, and there's like a lot of like
Explosions.
Right.
explosions. Yeah, it was very open, so
Very
it's
lighted.
sunny. And Gears of War or Gears 4,
dark and
not Gears of
pretty.
War, just Gears 4.
G4.
It's like in the middle of the night, it's raining,
RV.
it's lightning, and like there's this creature that's like hunting you at the same time while you're trying to look for somebody. And then you're with the companion, and then you guys go together. This locked door, like many of them come out at you. You fight it. I forgot what else. I forgot how it ended, but like it looked really good.
It's cool.
Mm-hmm.
It
Never
looks,
played Gears 1.
Did you like it?
I mean, not
I
all
never
of
picked
them.
Gears.
Oh, I thought you said you
Not
did.
all of them. But
Well,
I have
Play them on what?
on my Xbox.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I have Gears
Have to
1,
do it
2,
before I
3.
move away.
Yeah.
I even have Judgment. Which I don't like, by the way.
I got Judgment for free.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it was free for a while.
I owned it for a while. I bought the season pass and didn't play any of the extra content.
How about all of them for like less than $12 or something like that?
Tight.
Yeah, me too. Well, the first
Did
3.
you get it when it was like the GameStop pre-made
so.
bundle, where if you buy all 4 of them, you get it for like
No.
the $12?
No, I made my own bundle.
No, yeah, I have my own bundle.
We have those every once in a while, where it's like the Assassin's Creed bundle. It's like
Yeah.
Assassin's
Yeah.
one
And then one of them-
Dang, those are old. Damn.
I don't know if it was one of those or another game had the download code for Gears of War 1.
I think it was Judgment. No, Judgment or Gears of War 3.
I think Judgment, the launch edition had
like a digital
code
code
for Gears 1.
and you luckily got that bad.
Yeah.
Tight.
But like right now, I think it's like $2 for the first one.
Yeah.
Even
Good
less.
luck finding a good disc.
Yeah,
Never.
Yeah.
but I don't
Well,
like
it's
the
digital
20.
download, so I don't have to worry.
But anyways, I think that's how they concluded. Basically, they're.
And that's how we will conclude the first part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We will be back in the next part
Let's see.
where we talk about EA, Ubisoft, Sony, Nintendo, and Square Enix.
Basically,
now.
yeah.